You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker.
Here at Jewellery Maker, we love seeing your jewellery creations, learning about your inspiration and reading your blogs. If you write your own craft or jewellery blog, then we'd love to hear from you. Simply tweet us at jewellery_maker UK with your blog link and we'll be in touch.
Everybody, oh sorry, I got a really itchy snout. Hello everybody, how are you today? Happy 2017, 2016 done, dusted, a new year begins and it is going to be a good one, I'm absolutely sure of it. I hope you are having a wonderful day so far and I hope you're feeling super duper ready for some brand new year treats, some brand new gemstone strands, some brand new sterling silver products, some products that we haven't seen for a very long time and every single time we have seen them have sold out, and some inspiration because today we have got plenty of it with our wonderful guest designer. It is Vicky Watts.
Hi.
Hey Vicky, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
You look super glam today, I've got
Thank
to say. You look
It's
absolutely
just a
stunning.
jumper, but it's so sparkly.
Yeah, you
Kind
look so
of.
glam.
Yeah.
New year.
Yeah.
Creativity, how were your kits, please?
Oh, I love them. The sea beads later. Ooh, sneaky peek. Also, lots and lots of really lovely gemstones with the first kit. So, you know.
Genuinely, this first kit is just exquisite.
Totally amazing. Yes.
Really is, isn't it? And I know that you've had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Can I just say, you've done absolutely loads with the second kit as well.
Yeah.
It looks like you couldn't stop.
Well, the sea bead one was the one I started first because they're more time consuming. And then once I started with the one that's coming up first, that's when I was just like, oh, gemstones.
Everywhere, gemstones.
Yes. Oh. Because sea beads are lovely.
Yeah.
But go back and going back to your gemstones. That's where I started.
Yeah, yeah. And we've got loads of treats for you today, including my one to own. Now, this is coming up at 3:30. It's freezing outside. You may as well stick around till at least then, because you're going to want these. Sterling silver slider. Look at that. They are back by popular demand, fingerprint not included. You have got sterling silver sliders here. 3 of them you're getting. You can use them on chains, you can use them on cords and so much more. These are coming up for you. Last time we had them, we had 280 something. They sold out within minutes and we then got them back in and we only managed to get a smaller portion, sold out in minutes. This time we have got a decent quantity, but we still know they're going to sell out. So keep your eyes peeled for those. Let's get started, shall we, with some treats, with some deals. This is low stock opportunity, under 10 of these now. Yellow and white sterling silver. Take a little look at the beauty of this. Look at the quality of this. And let me show you, look, gold on one side, flip it over, and you've got silver on the inside. 8 now I've got available, already people checking out on this one. The fact of the matter is, depending on how you clasp this up together, you've got a dual-sided look. This means you can wear this with absolutely everything. You've got that beautiful silver on one side and then the gold on the other, with that lovely added addition of your slider to make this kind of a one-size-fits-all, and also that sterling silver heart detail. The movement of this is absolutely exquisite. The amount of metal of this is almost over the top. I think, you know, however you wear this, it's going to give you a glorious look. Please note, I'm not mentioning this yet. I haven't mentioned that yet. Everybody pays the final closing price. For those of you who have already checked out and already love and adore this, don't worry, we're going to put money back in your pocket, and we're going to do it for you now. Woo, where are you going, cheeky? We're going to bring you this deal now. Here it is. It's £24.95, half price deal on this amount of metal, on this beautiful look. I've never seen us do anything like this before. Beautiful jewel wearability on this one. You have a mammoth amount for your reversible necklace, so you can do 2 different pendants. You could do one with your gold design and one with your silver design, and all you need to do is slide that pendant on and off this, and we've made it really easy too. Because if you notice, we've kept the end, we haven't put a huge jump ring on one side, we've kept it really nice, really slender, so that means that it's easier for you to swap and change this. This means that this is going to last you. Those days or those years that you're, months maybe, that you're going through a bit of a silver phase, you've got it here. When you need something to be a little bit warmer, then you've got the gold as well in here. We've never had, I've not seen anyway, anything like this before, and it is your final chance now. I've got 6 in the vaults, that's it. Once it's gone, it's gone. I've got some impeccable pieces today that will go so wonderfully with this. I mean, when you're talking about Kingsman, to me anyway, Kingsman turquoise, just imagine that. A drape on this from this chain. Or maybe you want to keep it cool, you want to keep it calm, you want to keep it collected, and you want to wear the silver side with what can only be described as seriously exquisite, striking, stupendous quality of your green amethyst. Look at how that just sparkles. Okay, everybody, I've got 4 of these in baskets now. So if you do want to come in and get it, you can, but you do have to be very, very quick. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day so far. How's the fridge looking? Is it emptying itself out yet? It's always one of those times, isn't it? And now a lot of you will be back in work tomorrow, so make the most of it. First week back after, you know, any kind of holiday can be a bit of a stress, let's say. So why don't you treat yourself to things today, because that means that you will be able to get them by, you know, this time next week, hopefully, and it also means that you're going to have something to look forward to. So treat yourself today. It's the last day for many of you of your holidays. Make the most of it whilst you can. It's 0800 644 655. I'm going to leave the final few of those ones with you. If everyone checked out, I'd only have 1 left, and there are people on the phone apparently. Well done, everyone. Okay. I'm going to bring to you now a bracelet, if I may, a really nice unisex bracelet. I think this is just sensational looking. I mean, it looks big, it looks bold, it looks chunky, but it also looks very, very workable indeed. Have a little look at this. That's nice, isn't it? That is a chunky monster. You have got a big, big, big look from this. Sterling silver, mammoth amount on there. Clasp is included. Now, I think ladies and gents alike would wear this. You could just gift this to a gent and they would enjoy it as is, I'm sure. Or maybe you want to, you know, make it really feminine, put some floral designs on this. You could even weave cords in and out of that, because as you can see, the linkage itself, although very, very bold, quite nicely spaced out in regions. This is a big, bold look with a tiny price point. If you love your sterling silver, come on in, get your hands on it whilst you can. Hasn't been seen since November. Honestly, we've got loads of stuff in today. We've got loads of stuff in today that's going to shock, that's going to put a smile on your face. If you're back in work tomorrow, do not worry. We are going to set your final day of freedom alive. $29.95 notice. Great deal. Today, though, we haven't seen it since November. How about a, back to the school days tomorrow. Final deal for you. I'm going to take this from £30 to £14.95. That is an absolute steal of a deal for something so big, so bold, so workable. And yes, okay, you know, the gifting time is over, but now is the time to gift for yourself, or now is the time to maybe get ready for any birthdays that might be coming up. Now is the time to get a decent amount in your stash, because let's be completely honest, over the festive period we end up making a lot for a lot of people, don't we? And we kind of maybe our stash starts to run a little bit low at this time of the year. When we're giving you a 50% off deal on sterling silver, it really is a special opportunity. Well done to all of you. Vicky, I'd love to know what you would think of doing with this bracelet, please.
Well, I wasn't paying attention.
Okay. Honesty, always important. You are prepping for your first kit, so it is fine. I'll be honest. Forgot where I was. Vicky, you're brilliant.
Well, to be honest, I'd probably make a charm bracelet.
Oh, that's a nice idea.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Or, you know, sort of a nice piece at the beginning, you know, a nice, in the middle, a nice feature.
Yeah, a nice big feature in the centre of this.
Yeah.
I love that design. I think it's so pretty. Okay, everybody, loads you with it in your baskets. Majoritively, I would say, oh, in fact, maybe half and half split now, because someone else has just checked out. You are looking at multi-buyers on this one. Well done to you all. You're absolutely loving and adoring this, and rightly so. Think about the sterling silver that you've got in your stash, and think of all those loops that you've got within there that you can hang designs from. There's absolutely loads you could do with this. I mean, with that green amethyst that I showed you earlier on, with the quality of it being what it is, I think they are just match made in heaven. And you could go big and bold with some of the central pieces, or you could go right towards the end for, oh my gosh, have you seen the glow on that? It's incredible, isn't it? What time are we doing this at, producer Phil-ish? Approximately the top of the hour, approximately 2 o'clock. We're going to be doing this for your Amethyst Day treat. Well done to all of you, loads of you in for these ones. I think it's just such a beautiful look. And let me show you the fluidity, because I don't know about you, but sometimes with the big, bold links, sometimes it's a bit, but not with this. Take a little look. It is slinky. Oh. Isn't that just beautiful? Isn't that stunning? We have had half-price deals for you constantly so far on this afternoon show. All right, we've only done 2 products, but not the point. Still half price on everything. Well done to everyone. For the amount of precious metal you've got in here, that is a sensational deal, so well done to you all. Okay, everyone. Oh, this is pretty. Some more precious metal for you. I've got loads coming up. I really, really, really do. Okay, so you know I did the mixed metal necklace, sorry. How's about having this maybe as a charm or maybe as earrings? You're going to love this. What price point we're going to? Oh, okay, picking up the phone right now. 0800 644 655. Do not hang around. Trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me on this one, okay? You are getting a pair of earrings. I'll put the other one there so as not to confuse. You can see that you've got the... Stay. And you can see that you've got the loop on the back, so you can add drops from this. This is something you are not going to want to miss out on. Yes, it's genuine sterling silver. Yes, it's genuine gold. Yes, it's absolutely beautiful. You've got a really, 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 really special deal coming in on this one. Are you getting ready? Are you getting wearing? That's not a thing. Go, go, go. I'm ignoring that price entirely. I'm ignoring it. I'm pretending that that never existed. Yeah, that price for a pair of sterling silver and gold earrings, don't mind if I do. But at this price point, now is your time. Go, goity, go, go. You've got this necklace beauty that we did earlier on, literally about 2 products ago, that would go so well because look, it's 2-sided. How wonderful is that? I think this is a stunning pair of earrings. Look at that beautiful kind of trio of hearts that just gently meld into one another. £3.95. Please remember, We do not have to do these deals usually. £6.95 usually, it's our base rate, our go-to deal. When we're dealing with sterling silver, which you know is high-end, it's something that is always sought after, it's something that, you know, we always gift, I think, as something a little bit special. This is not the type of deal I would normally be able to do. We are giving you this brand new year, a brand new treat with these stunning earrings. I've never seen them myself before. If you have, maybe you've owned them already, you will, I'm sure, be multi-buying like the vast majority of people are doing so. Well done to you all. Vicky, what do you think of these?
I love them. I was on the train before, I was making a pair of micro macrame earrings, and I was thinking I'm fed up just using the plain old shepherd hooks.
Yeah.
And for that price, and it adds that extra bit of speciality to, you know, a specialness to my macrame pieces, and make people appreciate it a little bit more because they can see that it's got the precious metal.
Definitely, it's got that quality of precious metal. And that's the thing to remember, the word precious, you know, this is a precious metal. I went not so long ago, sort of at the end of last year, went into a supermarket and saw they had, you know, the jewellery stands that rotate like at the end of the clothing bit, and they had a big sign there that went across the whole of the banner bit that said sterling silver from £7, and the only product I personally could see on this thing that was sterling silver and £7 was a individual nose stud. And I mean, you know, this is silver with an elaborate design, with loads of metal, with added addition of that beautiful, you know, gold over the top of it as well. £3.95. I think is incredible.
Yeah. I think I'm demoing tomorrow night a pair of earrings.
Ooh.
Right. The kit doesn't come with earrings.
Yeah.
Now I think that'd be perfect.
Oh, great! I love that idea. I really like that idea.
I'm plugging tomorrow as well. But
no, you're absolutely allowed to completely. Tomorrow later you are.
Yeah.
Fab.
And I think it'd go lovely.
Yeah, it really would. And just think as well, because of the large loop on these, you could easily make this into a pendant. Easy peasy. Yeah. Well done to you all. A really special opportunity there. Get it whilst you can. Oh, wow, wow, wow. What I'm about to bring you, you are going to adore. Tiffany & Co. We all know them. We all recognise the name. We all, you know, think of that name, and we think of their logo, and we think of the prestige. They have relatively recently done a campaign called Return to Tiffany. And what is the main star of that campaign? Diamonds. Your forever gemstone. You have got your exquisite, genuine grey diamond. Now, there is something really important to note about this. I adore Mother Nature and what she gives to us. I adore that Mother Nature can bring to us something that is so revered. Very few, I would say, man-made products have a status or a title or kind of a prestige associated with them as much as diamond. Diamond is one of those things that in its man-made you know, counterparts, Mother Nature is just doing it better. Sometimes, of course, we will need to enhance what Mother Nature has created, but with this, we haven't had to at all. Not only have we taken the beauty of the natural faceting delved out by Mother Nature over hundreds of thousands of millions of years to give you this sparkling example of a naturally faceted strand, we've also kept the colour. And Mother Nature does not give that to us often at all. The GIA say, the estimates are that approximately 1 in 10,000 carats, that's again 1 in 10,000 carats of diamond out there on the market are natural in colour. You've got 10 carats here. So 1 in 10,000, you're looking at about 100,000 carats worth to have gone through to get this natural quality. And yet still, with a natural beauty, I'm going to be able to bring this to you for less than £40. Less than £40 for 10 carats worth of diamonds. And not only under £40, actually, Lowest ever price point. Never, ever, ever, ever in our wildest dreams has this been seen at this price point. Never. We have been at £24.95. We've now and again touched upon the £19.95. £17.95 is your price on this one today. Everybody pays the same. So all of you who saw this for the first time, you see 10 carats of diamonds. Yes, it is genuine diamonds. Yes, it is Kimberley process assured. That means it's absolutely conflict free, so you can buy in confidence from us. We wouldn't be allowed to say that if it wasn't Kimberley process assured. It absolutely is conflict-free diamonds, 10 carats worth of natural beauty in the shape, in the form and the colour for, well, the price of one of them big, oh, this will last you 10 days bunch of flowers. It's incredible, isn't it? Your gemstone forever, and you get to own it for £17.95. I mean, it's going to go so well with so much. Imagine my sliders. You know, my Otto sliders I've got coming up for you in a short time. Imagine those with it. They just work so well, don't they? Don't they work beautifully well? And when you've got quality like this, why not? Why not pop it with something that absolutely glows and gleams? Well done to you all. Now, if you're brand new, you've never ordered this before, hi, nice to meet you. My name's Becky. How are you? It's really lovely to be with you today. Do feel free to get involved with us. Your information to join us is at the bottom of the screen. It's so easy to do so. It really, really is. How about we go from beautiful, naturally faceted diamonds. Wow. This has got to be classed as a crystalline, surely. Rose crystalline quality Madagascan quartz. Wow. When you're dealing with something described as a crystalline, you're basically dealing with a very top quality quartz. Rose quartz will know often Trey Misty, often silks like, I don't know, you're in a silk shop, often very, 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 you know, silk shops, we've all been there. You know, you've got usually completely and absolutely kind of opaque. You've got that look usually, but not with these. With these, you have a structure that is so perfectly put together. The main aspects of the quality in this is silica meeting oxygen. And you get the silica in one part and you get the oxygen in two parts. And usually that is a mixture that can kind of distort slightly due to heat, pressure, time, etc. With this, it's idyllic. That's why the light shines through, and that's going to give you an illumination. That's going to, I think, stand you out from the crowd, because if you've got a stall next to somebody and you know, they get their rose quartz of usual quality, it will be opaque most of the time. It will have a lot of silks in it the majority of the time. You're going to stand out with a strand like this. It's going to glow. It's going to illuminate. The thing is, okay, listen, I am not in the sales right now. I am not in the sales. We are not an auction site. We don't set our prices high to drop them low. We give you the best price straight away. Yet still, I have been dropping the prices of everything in the show so far. This is an incredible day for you to get involved. It really, truly is. Imagine these at £4.95. Let's think of it this way, okay? Let's think money-making opportunities. I'm going to do myself a nice little ring with this. Just something really, really simple. Just, you know, a little bit of wire work I'd probably do with this. Really, really simplistic. Do you know what? I might even do a stretchy. Why not do a stretchy ring? If I was to sell something like that with a tiny bit of wire work around it for £5, think about the money-making opportunities on this mammoth strand. You could really make, you know, your whole morning's target within just a few moments, couldn't you, with something like this? And it's rose quartz. People know it, people understand it, people get it. At £4.95, you've got something very special here. Let's say we did sell them for £5 each. You've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75 pounds worth. I mean, that's incredible when you genuinely think about it. And I think people would definitely be prepared to pay that for a ring. Absolutely, 110%, something unique and individual. Well done, final chance for you now. £4.95, it's 0800 644 655. Well done to everyone. Is it the end caps, is it? Ooh. Now, I brought these to you, first off, a long while ago. And when we brought them to you, they were so popular, they pretty much sold out instantly. These are phenomenal for so much that is in fashion right now. 2017 is a brand new year and there are brand new fashions. A big amount of fashion that's in at the moment is almost this shabby chic effect, which we've seen numerous times, but actually we've got almost this Milan inspired kind of quality of the sterling silver, haven't we? This is a big thing at the moment. I've seen it loads in catalogues, I've seen it loads in homeware. Essentially what it is it's a new take on the classic chrome. You know, we've had for the last few years lots of smooth lines of the classic chrome. We've seen a lot of, you know, homeware with these continual swirls and twirls, almost endless movement. It's now kind of more embracing individuality, if you will, with texturization. We're seeing more and more of this for 2017. So get yourself ahead of the curve, because this is what we're going to be seeing more and more of if the catalogues and magazines are to be believed. It's more of that texture, it's more of that individuality, but in a very high-end grade, and these are high-end. Sterling silver with these ones. And what can we do with these? Well, you can use them as end caps, you can use them as the top of tassels, you can use them as beading caps if you wanted to. Really nice elaborate bead caps would look beautiful, and these would look beautiful. Possibly you could do you know, earrings with these. There's lots you could do with them. The fact of the matter is, it's bang on trend, it's bang on beauty. It's just £7.95. These have always been extremely popular, and today is no different. Welcome one and all. 0800 644 655. I'd love to know what you think about these, please, Vicky.
Well, micro macrame over here.
Yeah.
And also, I've made a piece, two pieces actually, with the seed beads. They would finish it off perfect.
Oh, I like that idea. Really like that idea. Because you've been doing some sort of 3D, almost tubular designs with seed beads, haven't you?
Yeah.
So how would you attach these?
I'd use the hypo cement. I'm presuming that, can you go, you can...
There's a drill hole at both ends, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I'd, you could thread, with the ones that I've been doing, it's a tubular herringbone plus a tubular spiral peyote stitch for people who know about seed beads, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
You could put some wire running through, come out, then attach that on, and then make a loop, and then add your findings.
I see what you mean. And what a lovely way to finish something off. Because there are certain mediums that can look a bit scrappy at the end,
well,
if you're not
that's
careful.
what I was looking at last night when I was, well, not last night, the other night when I was making mine, and I was thinking, I just want to be able to finish them off. I'd love some some bead caps. Yeah. You know, because there are ways of finishing off with using seed beads. Very time consuming, very fiddly, and you usually need the size 15 seed beads.
Seed beads, yeah.
And they're very tiny, and a lot of people can't use them because they, you know, they might not have the eyes or the ability to find. They are really difficult to use, basically. So, and that adds on an extra element of glamour.
Yeah, definitely agree. Glamour is totally and absolutely the word.
Yeah.
Glamour is the word.
It took me 3.5 hours to make one of the seed bead bracelets.
Yeah.
You want to finish that off with something that's worthwhile. You don't want to add on something that's, you know, going to tarnish.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well done to every single one of you. A really great opportunity there. Carry on coming through for those. Now, we are having a couple of technical difficulties. I am going to have to head over to a break, but I will be back with you with Vicky in just a few minutes.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker. Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Did you know that Jewellery Maker's phone number is free from a UK landline? Now you can spend those extra pennies on more shopping.
When you place your first order with Jewellery Maker, we'll send you a free DVD and booklet to help you get started. There are 4 easy ways to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 54,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker.
We do have a few technical issues, so everybody's gone out to try and fix them. So it's like the morning show's back, but it isn't. It's just me. Right then, okay. So those of you that blew a sigh of relief that I'd gone, I'm back. Sorry, but not for long. Right then, we're going to give you the most beautiful box clasp now. Oh, it's stunning. Now remember, on the New Year's Eve show, we, well, I say we. You awarded this gemstone back to its rightful position at the top, the gemstone of the year as voted for by you. Stunning checkerboard, beautiful, beautiful luminosity from those fabulous dragonfly-esque colours that come through. In beautiful, and I'll tell you what, when we say solid sterling silver with a 3-carat solitaire, look at the way it's been framed. I mean, that is the height of luxury. That is probably the most luxurious box clasp I have ever seen in my life. It's just breathtaking, isn't it? It's the kind of thing that if you were in a period costume drama, it would fit perfectly, along with pearls or black pearls. It does stand proud. And look at that wonderful Labrador essence. I tell you what, I'm thinking, would you honestly want to hide that at the back of the neckline? You'd go in front, wouldn't you? You really would. Now let me show you how that works, because the box clasp, the lovely thing about box clasp is if you want security That's the great thing about a box clasp, because you've got an awful, look at the width then, turn that round for you. You've got an awful lot of width of, oh in fact I'm not doing that very well, I do apologise, let me just pick that up for you, sorry. Look at the amount of silver that is in a, it looks like a door wedge almost, doesn't it? And that expands, so you press the lever arch down, it goes flat and then it expands, and all of that silver in there will be holding on to your jewellery. So it's really secure. It's solid 925 sterling silver with that, and I'll show you how it works. 24.95, gosh. And I'll tell you what, we're not going there. So you've got that stunning labradorite, a 3 carat, can't even speak, a 3 carat solitaire. Oh, 20% off. 20% saving. Isn't that gorgeous? What do you think about that, Vicky?
That's absolutely stunning.
It is, isn't it?
I'm always talking about micro macrame, and I wouldn't put it with micro macrame because I think it'd take away from my work.
That's a good point. Yeah, you don't dare put it with something you created because it would upstage it.
Yeah, I'd put it with pearls and and some diamonds.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It does come to something when one of our talented guest designers admits that actually she wouldn't dare put the clasp with her jewellery in case it upstaged it. Which is a very good point. But I think, as you say, if you put some elegant pearls or peacock or any of the coloured pearls that we've got, and you popped that labradorite box clasp in there, it really would be sensational. I'm just going to put it on the neckline just to give you an idea of how amazing that is, if you don't mind. Now, just look at that as a feature piece. I mean, that in the centre of a choker of pearls would look incredible, wouldn't it? Or as we had on the Wall of Fame, we had a beautiful, beautiful choker made out of Swarovski by, well, I can't, it's easy for you to say. So yeah, Swarovski, and then add in that fabulous clasp. Can I just give you a little nudge to Eleanor, to collector in Gloucestershire, to Julie, to collector in the Greater London, to Jacqueline, to collector in Essex. Well done, £19.95. Thanks for that saving, Scott. 20% off. Oh wow, lovely. So then, what is the transparent version of labradorite?
Ooh, I know that.
Do you know that, Vicky?
I know.
What's the answer, Vic?
Moonstone.
It is indeed. Okay. I know, miss, I know. So, that would be a lovely contrast, wouldn't it? Because you've got the beautiful blues, the adulorescence coming out of your moonstone, and you can't see it coming through to the camera too well, but you have got beautiful blues ricocheting through those moonstones, each one beautifully faceted, but in an irregular way, to give it that really authentic, very genuine look of moonstone. It's fabulous. It's as if shards of the moon have just been chipped away and added onto that strand. So sensational labradorite. You can see those blues. Those blues, I don't know if I can, now coming through here, I don't, can you see there? No, I've got them, oh see, I can't get it through to come through on the camera. I'm trying to see if we can shade it for you, because it's got beautiful, just put it on the neckline, it's got beautiful adulorescence, which is exactly the same as in the labradorite, but it's so dramatic in the labradorite, it gets renamed. So, should be, excuse me? What do you mean should be £7.95?
Are you joking?
It's not stopping there.
Really?
Oh, I've just got told off. The manager said, well, that's what you did on the Late Show, you naughty girl. Well, that's told me off then. Well, that's very... Oh. Save you sending me a telling off email. Do it live on the show. £5.95. Wow. That is... Wouldn't that look lovely as well? Moonstone. Yeah. Transparent labradorite, which is your moonstone, with your adulorescence, which use your 30-day money-back guarantee. Don't, because if I was at home, I'll be honest, I'd be now sat there thinking, well, she's going to say it's got adulorescence. I can't see it. It's the way the camera's designed and the way the studio lights drain the adulorescence. Basically, the way a camera lens is designed by engineers is to remove any phenomenon such as adulorescence and fire. We have to take the camera out of focus, if you notice, when we're trying to show you the fire on a diamond. So use the 30-day money... I was going to say use the force, Luke. Sorry, the films are available. Use the 30-day money-back guarantee to appreciate those blues in the moonstone yourself. Don't take my word for it. That would look gorgeous. Very high-end. Okay, well done on those. Gosh, we've got some beautiful goodies here, haven't we? Wow. Oh yeah. Right then. Ooh, I haven't seen these.
Dinky.
Yeah, they are dinky. As Vicky says, they're dinky. They are dinky, actually. I love these. I think these layout bars were one of the most fantastic things we've come up with on Jewellery Maker, I've got to say. Because they fan out into the most gorgeous, gorgeous design. And they've got that chamfer edge at the end. So it's like a very gentle slope that you just pop. If it snowed, you'd get your sledge and you'd whiz down that lovely chamfer edge at the end. It's beautiful. And I'll tell you what, this is the kind of thing that if you were to go skiing, and you got the lovely, because you get that kind of a blue sky behind the Alps, or the French Alps, or the Italian Alps, or the Swiss Alps, and you get that if you get a lovely sunny day, like we've got here actually in the West Midlands in Warwickshire, a really bright, beautiful, crisp, sharp, sunny day, and those blue shells would look fabulous. It's like you've got a bright blue sky around the neckline. Now let me show you. $9.90. Look at that blue. Look at that blue. Now, wouldn't that look lovely with a labradorite clasp as well? Or with the moonstones. You know the price we've just done on the moonstone? We're going to match it. We are. $5.90. Excuse me. Thank you. The lovely thing is that you don't have to use all those together. You could just use one in the middle. You could just alternate and use 3. Or alternate every single length and have so many pieces of jewellery from that strand, actually, couldn't you?
You could, and you could make it as simple or as complex as you want. You could wire weave around it. You could just add in some Swarovski beads in the middle to add some, you know, extra.
So many options, aren't there?
You could add some pearls.
Pearls would look beautiful as well.
Some of the nice dinky pearls.
Yeah. You like the word dinky today, don't you?
No, it's just, I've just heard it, but wait until I say shenanigans. That's one of my favourite words.
Shenanigans.
But there's lots of shenanigans going on.
Oh, you like that word, don't you?
Yeah.
So $5.95 on those. That always makes me think of Miss Hannigan in Annie. Other films are available. So beautiful blue shells. They graduate actually. Now they start at a 10mm. That one in the centre goes right up to a 30mm drop. Delish. And you get approximately 21 bars in there. Wonderful. Well done. Okay, got another treat for you. Oh, these are great. These are great because you get the smooth and the facet. The smooth and the facet. Let me just give you an example in the round. So they're the beautiful chalcedony. I will show you. Now the good news is you get, if you can see there in the graphics, you do get the oval, you do get the round, which I'm showing you now, and you do get the pear shape. I'll show you each individually. Now what we've got there is the beautiful smooth and that glow. And then you've got that ethereal glow that is then accented with those fabulous facets. It is a dreamy, dreamy blue. It's absolutely breathtaking. And chalcedony does have this almost, it's like a Disney blue. It's like a fairy tale blue. Other animated movies are available, but you know what I mean? You know, like when you see a cartoon sky and they make the blue so ridiculously perfect. And that's exactly what's reminiscent in these chalcedonies. So those are your rounds, okay? That's the good news. But I did promise you, you can see there, look, pairs and ovals. So then, pear drop, smooth and faceted, dreamy blue. Okay, so that's your pear drop. Shall I show you the oval, which we haven't had? Yeah, why not? They're lovely, aren't they, Vicky?
Such a lovely colour.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
Sadly, these are about to disappear. We're taking a £5 note off those at $12.95. You're not just getting 2. You're not just getting smooth. You're actually getting 3 faceted, 3 smooth cabochons, all in that fairy tale blue. It really is perfect, isn't it? And honestly, if you look outside today, the sky is deliriously blue. And then to capture that and almost drag it down and infuse it into a gemstone, it's just magical, isn't it? And it is a magical blue. I can see Cinderella walking through there, or Snow White walking through there.
I can see seed beads around them. The peyote stitch.
Yeah, oh, that's a lovely idea, Vicky.
And then a lovely, you know, Swarovski crystals to add in, and it would be really, really glamorous.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? Now you're eating your way through those, aren't you? You're determined to own those, and I don't blame you. We've taken £5. Now £5 doesn't, you know, sometimes you think £5, but £5 off a £17.95 price tag is a dramatic discount, isn't it? Huge price drop. Glorious blues, fairy tale blues. I love the fact as well that you guaranteed all shapes, guaranteed smooth, guaranteed facet, lovely size. And that is one of the things our guest designers do talk about. They do say, do you know what, actually, it's nice to know the size of cabochon you're getting rather than a random, well, here's the carat weight and we don't know what we're going to send you. That there is exactly what you're going to get in those sizes. So there's a collector in the Netherlands. Oh, wow, can you imagine with that sky? Collector in Northamptonshire, because it sounds odd, but it does depend on where you are in this world as to the colour of your sky, whether, or how high it is. It's the oddest thing. So they're lovely. Lovely. Well done. Beautiful. Okay. Oh. Two-tone. All the rage. All the rage. Can't get these on. Okay. Very special these are. So two-tone. Now, do you not think they would be perfect for Valentine's Day? What? 925 sterling silver, two-tone with 3 droplets of graduated size hearts. I'm not being funny. Try taking your date out on Valentine's Day and buy them a glass of wine for that. Buy them a small glass of wine for that. You're certainly not going to get a glass of celebratory champagne, prosecco or asti spumante, are you? Not at £3.95. They're terribly. I've not seen those with the hearts. Aren't they lovely?
Yeah, they were on a little bit earlier. I was talking about how I'd love them with micromacrame.
Oh, so we've done these earlier, have we? Oh, so we're giving you another chance, are we? And you might be thinking, well, is there a loop so I can make them my own?
Yeah, because I was saying heads up, I'd be using them. I'd be using them with the thing I'm going to demo tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're excited, aren't you? So they've got a little hook at the back that you can add to if you want to. I don't think I would, though. I've got to be honest. I'd wear them on their own.
They're lovely on their own.
They're lovely on their own, aren't they?
And did you say it's a hook? Or
yeah, it's like a little. It's not a usual round.
Well, see, you could.
But you could close those up easily.
You could add on things as well.
Have them interchangeable. Have them interchangeable. That's a no-brainer, isn't it? You haven't. Do you know what? £3.95. You'd pay that for some. You'd pay that and give that to somebody you didn't like. Let alone somebody you loved. Goodness gracious me! What an incredible deal. Solid. That's not plated. That is solid 925 sterling silver with that beautiful gold. The hearts. Oh, incredible, incredible. Right then. Okay, we are going to now give you. Is it these? Oh my. This is electroplated, which gives you the most wonderful, wonderful look. Super contemporary. The lovely thing is as well with this electroplating is it actually, what's something you've got to bear in mind is it protects all the edges of that blue lace agate. 85 carats there.
I like the way it tapers off.
So do I, yeah.
Rather than a crisp edge of silver, what you'd get with a with a bezel that you've made.
It'd be fully encased, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I like the way it tapers.
It's a lovely point to make, actually, Vicky. It really, really is. Lovely electroplated blue lace agate in those pear drops. And blue lace. Again, we're talking about a crisp winter's day. You know, when sort of it's again like it is today. It was really frosty this morning. Then it goes all beautiful and sunny. You can see the frost as when it goes into the air and you breathe and all that lovely. You can see your breath in the air. That's what's reminiscent of a blue lace agate. They're exquisite. Scott, it's New Year's. Well, it's New Year's. Well, it's a bank holiday Monday.
Second day.
It's the second day. It's bank holiday Monday. It's the first Monday of 2017, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you, Don. Another 20%. He's got stuck on 20% off, hasn't he? He has. He's got stuck on 20% off, but we're not complaining. So are you all now thinking that's £6 something each, isn't it? It's certainly less than £7 each. I'm thinking that's about £6.79. Something like that. £6.65. We were close. But that bandit, can I tell you as well, of all of the agates that are known to man, those there, the blue lace agate, are the most collectible. Glorious, glorious. Okay, my lovelies, keep checking those out. It's a brilliant deal, 20% off. I do apologise about this today. It's we're still having some technical difficulties. I do apologise, but we're going to go to a very little short break. Stay with us, and we'll try and get them fixed in a minute.
Did you know that Jewellery Maker's phone number is free from a UK landline? Now you can spend those extra pennies on more shopping.
There are 2 easy ways you can purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview and FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click to register. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking on the Watch Live Show button on the homepage. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Add to Basket button and you can continue shopping or check out right away. Don't forget, you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker. The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker, Ivy House, Henley Road, Outhill, Studley, B807DU. Get making and good luck.
Versatility. You can do anything with wire work. You can make very delicate pieces, you can make huge great big structural pieces. You've got so many different gauges to use, and we've got the twisted wire, you've got all the colours in it. It is absolutely amazing. I mean, if you go on the website, the range of products you've got in the wire is phenomenal. You've got something for everything. So if you're doing very delicate jewellery, and you can make it so delicate with the 0.25 wires for wrapping, or you could do something like me with a big structural piece and you're using the 1.5 and the 1.25 wires for your frames, and then all the ranges in between. It's just, there's nothing that you can imagine that you can't make out of wire. Not that I've found yet, anyway.
We here at Jewellery Maker love to hear your feedback. So working in conjunction with FIFO, a global ratings and reviews provider, when you purchase a product from JM, you will receive an email asking you to rate our service and our products. This helps us to bring you excellent customer service and ensure we're bringing you value for money and high quality goods. Have your say with Jewellery Maker FIFO reviews.
I like the fact that it's a really versatile medium, that you can, you've got no restrictions with it. You can create lots of organic designs, but you can also create a really structural designs as well if you want to. You can interact, you can mix it with all of your different techniques. You can mix it with polymer clay, with kumihimo, with macrame, you know, and it's just so versatile. You can just do so much, and there's just no limit with it.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Jewellery Maker. Technicalities. Do you know what though? Genuinely, I'm rubbish with technology at the best of times. I had to have Kerry help me literally print out a schedule today. It took about 20 minutes and I just gave up. Anyway, you know what it's like. Hello everybody, welcome. My name is Rebecca Redican. Today it is the 2nd of January and we have got a guest designer with us today who, basically, due to our technical issues and loads of other stuff, we've switched the kits around. So we are about to get master classy up in here, and we are going to be doing your master class kit. This is Vision in Violet, and boy, is it a vision. The wonderful lady who I have to say has just worked and worked and worked and worked. Boy, you can tell when you see her pieces. Today, the lady we're working with is the lovely Victoria Watt. Hello, lovely. Goodness, you've worked up a storm, Vicky.
I did work.
You really have. Blimey.
Yeah.
It looks fantastic.
Thank you.
How is it to work with?
It's lovely because you've got everything that you could possibly ever want with seed beads, sparkliness, and also gemstones and findings. There's just nothing that you can want to add to this kit.
You're so right.
You know, and seed beads in all the sizes that you need to make nice, intricate, lovely patterns.
Yeah. And that's the thing, it is super-duper kind of intricate looking and beautiful looking, and I love that you don't tend to get with seed beads almost a feeling of different textures, but you have managed it this time.
Oh, thank you.
You have, it looks beautiful. You've seen the jewellery, now let's own the kit, shall we? If you've never been part of a masterclass before, maybe you don't normally tune in at this time, masterclass we're going to be doing for you now. It's the longest demonstration of our day, and boy, do we have a lot to appreciate. You buy the kit, which is all of the ingredients that Vicky's worked with, and you get step-by-step tuition from her. So let's get owning, shall we? Take a little look at this. Zambian amethyst of exquisite archetypal quality. When you have something as high-end and high-grade as this, you have something that people want to own. We get our Zambian amethyst from a company, a very well-regarded, respected company called Gemfields. Gemfields say of their amethyst that there are 4 main categories to look at. The first being colour. Their quote on their website says, mauve, violet and lilacs should be seen. Well, you've got them here, haven't you? Look at those lilacs. I'm seeing some, in particular at the base of the one near the graphics, as I turn that, how you've got those beautiful lilacs. And then you've got those violets almost at the heart of many of them. You've also got mauve qualities on these too. So it's a really beautiful array. They also talk about how they want it to be cut, and they say that one of the main things is to possess good luster. Now, luster is to do with the light effect that happens on the surface, and boy, has this got that true workmanship to possess that good luster. They also talk about treatment. Now, interesting quote from their website. This again, as I say, is Gemfields. They say that for Zambian amethyst, dye is used to improve in constant or weak colour. This hasn't needed any of that. It is natural quality Zambian amethyst. This alone could determine the price point that you're about to see on your screen, but there are added additions. including all of these wonderful seed beads. Just look at them. I mean, there's oodles and oodles and oodles, isn't there? There really, truly is absolutely loads for you to be able to work with here. You've got a big selection of your Miyuki, which for many is kind of the creme de la creme, the top of the top, the best of the best. You've got your mauve frosted seed beads. Those are 11.0. You've also got your amethyst seed beads, which are a 6.0. You are going to be getting the sparkle pewter, and those are the line seed beads. Those are the 8.0. And you've got the smoky amethyst there as well. And those ones are the 15.0. So the delicate ones, the ones that time and time again, people want, people need. And these are the ones that Vicky was talking about earlier on, finishing off your designs. You have got a big variety, a big selection here to work with, and varying sizes, making it an extremely workable and usable kit. You've got a mammoth amount in there. If you've never worked with seed beads before, don't worry. We are going to take this step by step for you today. If you love the pieces that Vicky has made, you get to recreate these designs, but have enough left over for you to let your own imagination run wild, which is what we want, isn't it? Sometimes if you buy a kit in certain manners, what will happen is you'll buy it and then what you've got is just to make that one bracelet or just to make that one pair of earrings. But then once you've learned it, you're hooked, aren't you? You want to make more. With this, you have the opportunity to let your inspiration really drive you. I've also got in here very, very beautiful selection of what we call findings. Now, if you're not entirely sure what a finder's pack is, it's the one that comes in the little organza bag. So it comes in a little bag like this, which obviously you can reuse. I always like it because we don't put our logo all over it. It just says on the little bag, handmade gemstone jewellery, which means that you can use this to gift your jewellery once you've made it, if you want to. You have got a mass of findings in here. They are like the mechanics or the essentials, if you will. So let me show you. They come in little separate bags so they don't get all tangled up. You've got things such as your head pins, ball head pin ends. You've also got in here the likes of your toggle clasps. You get 2 of those. Plenty of chain. You get jump rings to help you add things on, and you get crimps to help you finish things off. You will also get your shepherd's hooks as well, and you get 2 pairs of those. So with the threading material, which is one of our biggest sellers, Fireline Crystal, it means it's going to go with everything, because you can see, you know, you essentially can go, the light runs all the way through this, so it's not going to get in the way of your designs. It's also great for maybe some of those gemstones that have the drill hole, so you can see right through the centre of them. It's quite transparent. This is a great way to hide it, basically. It holds up to £10. You've got a mammoth 50 yards. You need this bonded quality for your seed beading, so it's great to have it all here. This, for me, is a beginner's kit. All you need with this essentially is your beading needles. You can get them off the website or in a local haberdashery. You've got everything you need here to start, including your genuine gemstone of that phenomenal Zambian amethyst. Should we see what kind of deal we can do on your Vision in Violet? That is sensational. That is phenomenal. That is true bargainacious central. In particular, as Miyuki, very, very well known, can be quite considered. Today, though, it's not almost £40. Oh no. We are going to take this to a very, very special price point. You ready? We're rolling it. £40 is good. £34 is good. £29.95 is exceptional. The RRP on this was over £50 today. Should have been about £56, but no, not today. A wonderful deal, a wonderful price point. We are heading over to Vicky. We will be with her after this. We are over here now with Vicky. Hello everybody, my name is Becky and we are doing our master class time for you right here, right now. We are going to get really, really inspired today. The kit that you've just had up on your screen is astonishing quality. You had a stunning Zambian amethyst strand. You had 4 packs of Mayuki seed beads ranging dramatically in size. You also had your clear fire line and a findings pack. And we took it to $29.95. Now, I think that price is exceptional.
Yeah.
Because when you look at any one of these pieces, they are so high end.
I have the majority of the amethyst left as well. So, you know, and lots and lots of the seed beads left, you know, and I'm starting my demo. So the only ones that I ran out of through everything was the size 8.
And that's
because
it.
I've used them with everything quite heavily.
Yeah.
So, but everything else, there was loads more. I could have carried on.
Just goes on and on and on. And I've got to say, I love the way you've worked the likes of the amethyst in with this, because you don't always think seed beads with genuine gemstones, but boy, it works, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I've mixed them myself in the past, but it's when you can see the quality you get from the Mayuki, and also the quality of gemstones that you can get from Jewellery Maker, it is, you know, it's perfect.
It's sensational, isn't it?
You just wouldn't think that they would work so well together, and they really do. And you get all the different textures and tones. You've got the opaqueness of the Mayuki size 11s.
Yeah.
Then the 15s. You know, they look gold, but then they can look purple.
Yeah.
You've got the nice crystals of the 6s, the 8s, and then the 6s are, you know, fantastic. So all the different sizes to make all the different textures, and, you know, all quite simple techniques to learn if, you know, and then put together.
But then what a stunning finished piece that is. I mean, you wouldn't think simple when you look at that, but trust me, Vicky is a great teacher, and she's going to give you, even if you've never made jewellery before, even if you've never kind of had a go at seed beading, we are going to take you through this step by, well, I say we, but I'm doing nothing. I'm just going to stand here with a broom. Vicky is going to take you through step by step. Well done to everyone who's got your hands on these ones. A very special deal. RRP over £54, I think it was originally. We've had some discounts, we've had some sales, we've outdone even ourselves again, and Vicky's most certainly outdone as usual with her design. So let's get learning. We're making the bracelet, aren't we?
We are, because there's a few different things, plus if I can manage to do it all, you know, I will. But if I can just show, I'm going to start off. So this is a technique. If I just get this off first. I'm going to show how to make the toggle.
Okay. So to make your own seed bead toggle clasp. Yeah. What a nice finishing design.
Which is a peyote stitch.
Okay.
Yeah, and also this the main frame of the bracelet is peyote stitch, but using all the different textures of and different sizes. So I'm going to show you how you can use the different sizes to get this nice textured. Plus, you use the peyote stitch to encase and bezel the gemstone. So it's just a few little different things that so firstly I'm going to start off with the basic peyote stitch.
Okay.
Which is the clasp.
Perfect.
So with my clasp and the size of the toggle that I've used 14. Sorry, I've used 14 thread on 14 of the size 11s.
Okay.
Then with this one we have, first of all I've tied on a bead stopper. So I used a different bead so that you don't get mixed up with your design.
That's a good tip.
Usually larger as well. And when you're doing peyote stitch, it's best to start off with even numbers because of the way the technique works. So with the single peyote stitch, you basically pick up one seed bead and you miss the first one that you've got on your well, it's going to be the last one that you've added on, but you miss this one out, and then because you're going backwards down through them, so you miss this one out and then go through this next one. And this first row is the most difficult. I've got hair growing in there, look. My hair gets everywhere. First cushion head. Oops. Sorry, just pull that down. And then they sit next to each other at the top. And then we add on another one, and we miss again. We miss the next seed bead and go through the following one. And now you see that you end up with, it's difficult for the first row, but you end up with 2 sitting next to each other, and then a single one, and then 2 sitting next to each other. And then you missed out the next one again, add in another one. So it's really simple, but it can be confusing when you're on your first row. Once you've got started, it's quite simple. So miss the next one. And through. It's a little bit boring, sorry. It's your next one, go through the, so miss that one and go through. And try and keep it's best to keep them on your finger like this, so you can see what you're doing, and then you've got them nice and sturdy, so that they don't twist around. And then add on another one. Miss the next one. I think I've added on too many. She's saying I'm a great teacher. I've messed it up now, I think. I'm gonna say. Yeah, I added on 15 instead of 14.
Ah, so is that
it's that
because
important.
It needs to be sort of even to get that kind of turret almost look. Is it a turret? You know what I mean?
It's like a casual.
Ah, yeah, the good old casual. So this is a good, I think you've done this on purpose, Vicky, so that you can show us if we do this at home, it's not the end of the world.
No.
So what are you doing now then?
I am unpicking the end of my little stopper, so that I can now remove my extra seed bead. And then I can just add this on again. And you just have to double it over. And because I'm going using a really large one, I don't need to use a needle. So when you would know, because when you're finishing your first row, you need to come out of a single one. So and then you need to reverse back again.
Okay, I see.
So I can just blow my nose again. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. We'll take your mic out.
You know this business. There we go, sorry. Rhinitis. So now we're doing ourselves a little reverse, and we're going to go back down again. And see, as you can see, because we've got this turret now, you can see where you need to go. And we're just going to fill in each one of these gaps with a seed bead. So fill in this. So we start off with this one. Because it's easy to add on extra seed beads, isn't it? You know, that's what it's counting seed beads is the bane of people's lives, I think. Anyway, so now I need to fill in this little gap. And we follow the row all the way along. I'll just do this really quickly. You just fill in each one, and you'll end up with, yet again, you'll end up with the little turret.
Where do you do your seed beading when you're at home?
Sometimes on the couch, sometimes on my desk, and sometimes sitting on my bed on a cushion with the dog on the end shouting at her, please don't jump on my bed, please don't do it, Lola, as seed beads go flying everywhere.
So you can do it in kind of quite a relaxed place then?
Yeah. It depends who's in. And
what's your dog called?
Lola.
Oh,
everyone
Lola.
knows Lola.
Yeah, Lola.
Oh. So we've got to the very end again, and we just go through. She says, go through, and now you can see we've got this where we've got the little gap again, and now we need to go back again and fill in all these again. I won't do that; it's very boring. Until you've got this. And now we have, and you've got to do 6, you need to have 3. Oh yeah, so I need to finish off this one. That's what my plan was, to finish this part off. He's flummoxed me. So I'm going to finish this last row and then show you how. So basically what we want to do is, if you can see the very end of each row, we've got 2, 4, 6 on that end, and we've got 2, 4, 5 on this end. You carry on doing your your peyote stitch up and down until you've got 6 on each way. So I need to carry on again and just do another quick row. And so as again you can see, I'm filling in each one of the gaps. And then what we need to do after this is then zip it up and make it into a little tube. And then once we've got the little tube, we can decorate the ends, and you can use, I used the little size 15s on the end of mine to decorate so that you couldn't see the thread. But you can use tiny gemstones, you could use, you know, the 2mm Swarovskis I've used in the past. So now we're at the very end, and now we want to zip it together. And the reason why we need to have 6 together is because we needed to have it so if our little turrets are going to match up as we fold it together. And so now I need to go through this one, and so we're doing a little zip up, zip. So we go to that one that was sticking out, to then the other one that's sticking out on the other side. And then to this one that's sticking out. So it's just from backwards and forwards from each side. And these are perfect, you know, if you don't get enough toggle clasps, you know, or if you just get a seed bead kit, and you haven't got any findings at home, you know, with that kit, I think there was 2 toggle clasps.
Yeah,
so,
you're right, there was.
Yeah, so you know, I obviously wanted to carry on making things that so I thought I'll show how to make your own toggle. Sorry, I can't go through this one. So we're zipping backwards and forwards all the way up. I don't know if this has ever been shown before, it probably has. Joe is probably looking, thinking, what is she doing there? Because she's a seed bead expert, isn't she? So, as you can see, we're nearly at the end.
And this is the thing about seed beading, which is quite nice. It's quite methodical, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
Almost like knitting or crochet in a way.
Yeah, well, with seed beads, because they're so uniform, you can do these things. What with gemstones, unless if they've all been perfectly made into a perfect, you know, perfect round or whatever. You know, you can't sometimes make these.
Yeah, you're right.
So now you can see that we just zip that together, and to secure it, you would go back again, and then we get to the centre. If I can just show you on this one, we get to the centre. Where
Pop it down a little bit.
Where are we?
Perfect, thank you.
Yeah, so if we get to the, we zip back down to the centre, and then we'd add on 4 more, then one of the big ones, then another 4, and then we'd come back up on again on ourselves, and then do the same thing. So, but I'll just show you how to attach the to make the decorative edging. You know, so you can get rid of this little part at the end where you can see all the
where it's all at the open bit.
Yeah,
the gubbins.
Yeah, so we just want to get rid of them. So you just add on three 15s. You've come out of one, go back down. Then come back up the next one, adding on another 3, and with it being even, you know, you're going to end up with 3 different decorations. So 3, go down the next one, and then we're going to pop back up this one, and this little tie from before we just weave in between all the different seed beads and tie off, and then add on another 3. Oh, sorry, I can't pick them up. Little 15s, very small. There we go. And if you want to show this, then I can weave to the middle.
Perfect, yeah, I'll let you weave to the middle. And whilst we're doing that, we are just bringing you treats like this lady with all of her inspiration, and treats like this. Star by. Showstopper even. This is your opportunity to own something very special indeed. Your star chain. I feel like we haven't seen this in such a dreadfully long time, but finally it's back, and in its ultimate quality. 1 metre sterling silver. Yes, the quality, the beauty that we want, the top of the range in this wonderful universal design, and that's what it is. It is universal. When you think of stars, you think of so much. You think of the cosmos. You think of A stars. You think of the star in your life. You have got here something which is regarded and known the world over for so many positive things. Wishing upon a star, a shooting star for luck, it's all here, and it's in the top quality. Sterling silver quality. You have got a mammoth amount of sterling silver here, a huge amount in a metre's length. To be able to get something which is instantly recognisable and loved in such quality is very, very special indeed. You have got something we don't get to see often. You have got something that tells a tale. Working with this for your loved ones, for that star in your life, for the treasured few, with the quality of sterling silver we have here, is always going to be loved, adored and treasured. All you need to do is own it. And you can do that now. Your graphics are live and there is your price point. £19.95. Any other day of the year would be exceptional. Please remember, we are not an auction site. We don't set our prices high to drop them low. We give you the best price straight off the bat, and now and again, we outdo ourselves. This is one of those times we have just outdone ourselves. 8.5 grams worth of precious metal in here. 8.5 grams worth of serious quality, recognisable star chain in sterling silver. This is going to go on and make and make and make. You could do yourself a necklace, 2 bracelets and a set of earrings out of just one length of this to get that amount of precious metal for £14.95. This really is your time to shine, just like the star chain itself. Come on in and add it to your order. It's 0800 644 655. Loads of you coming in, loads of you multi-buying. Congratulations to one and all. Not only do we not bring you sterling silver chain in a meter's length very often at all, but we very rarely bring it with the added addition, the added bonus of this fairy tale like star detail, which just shines and adds glamour. Not only will it tell a story for you and help you in your designs, but with that big amount of star detail to it, it catches the light and illuminates the skin. So come on in and get it whilst you can. You can get us on that free phone number, or you can get us at JewelleryMaker.com. The postage and packaging is £2.95, not per product, not per checkout, but until midnight tonight, whether you buy one thing or 101 things, make the most of it. A lot of us will be back in work tomorrow. Make the most of this treat, of this treasure today. You will have something to look forward to. And let's face it, that's always a wonderful thing, isn't it? Come on in and get it whilst you can at £14.95. A perfect gift for the star in your life, or for you when you need a little bit of a pick-me-up. Well done to one and all. 8.5 grams worth of precious metal. Well done, every single one of you. A beautiful movement to that. Let's head back into our masterclass demonstration right now. We've just shown you how to do the toggle clasp itself. Where do we go to next?
Well, the reason I showed you the toggle clasp first is because that shows you the basic how to do it, the peyote stitch. Now with this one, I'm going to show you how to do the bracelet itself, which is using the different sizes of Mayuki beads. So I've threaded on 12 of the size 6, size 8, so the crystal-y ones. So they're the size 8. And once you've added on 12, then we pick up a further 2, and now we're going to go back down the row again. So this is how our width of our bracelet. If you wanted it thicker, you could just, you know, you could add on more, but just make sure that even numbers that you're adding on, again, for it being peyote. And then we're going to miss our first 2 seed beads, and then go through the next 2 and come out. If you can see, come out. And this is a little bit looser than before, just simply because these are like slightly larger and you're still using the same size thread. And you want 2 sitting next to each other, and then you coming out, instead of just having the one sitting next, as you can see on the toggle. I'll show you in a second. So, and sometimes it might be easier if I can just show, if you do what I did before and you're using it on your, rest it on your finger. Then add on, pick up another 2, miss these 2, and go through these following 2. So it's the exact same as before, it's just that instead of using 2. And the reason why I've started with this is, and I used quite a really long length as thread as you can manage, and leave quite a long tail so that you can go back. So just so that, and you start off in the same position with using a bead stopper. Okay. So then now we've missed, now we need to pick up another further 2, and then miss 2, and then we're coming out of our final 2 again. Miss your bead stopper because that's not part of your design. Okay. And now we're going to go back again up the way. So But this time, what we're going to do is we're going to go on to our 11s. And the Miyuki seed beads are perfect in the fact that you can mix and match. Because of the sizes of them, they've made them to do with inches.
Okay.
You know, so if you've got a 15, it's like 15 per inch. If you've got 11, it's 11 per inch. So basically now what we can do is we can pick up 3 of our size 11s, and it's a perfect size of the 2 size 8s.
I see.
So this is how we still keep our uniformity. And so now I'm picking up another further 3 and of our 11s. Another further 3. And you can see it's really easy once you've got that first couple of rows going. It's really easy to then, you know, to see where you're going. You can just carry on, put it down, you know what you've got to do. It's just when you pick it back up again. So, and now for, say, if you wanted to do, I've done 2 rows of whatever, and then I've moved over and used another few rows. The 15s are the most awkward to use. As you can see, I started with this end. You can see I've done quite a thick row of 15s there.
Yeah.
Then I've done an even thicker row, and then as I've gone along, I've only started doing 1 or 2 rows because they're a bit more time consuming.
Started to get a bit fed up, didn't you,
I was
Vicky?
like, okay then, maybe maybe I won't do 3 rows of 15s because they're very hard on the eyes. So bear in mind. And plus, you can't tell the difference.
No, you really can't.
In the fact that I've gone from so
you
many.
really can't.
I've just pointed that out.
So bear in mind your own sanity.
Yes,
is what
your
we're
own
saying.
sanity,
Okay.
yes. So for when you want to use your 15s, you use 4 and you carry on. You go through the... Oh, I've added on 4 there, see?
Ah, yeah, I see.
You can do something. You know, if you've added on an extra bead,
Yeah, go on.
you can. Now you have to mind your eyes.
All right, yeah.
I know this is on the end, but you can just get your pliers and then...
You're going to pop one, aren't you?
And then you can just do a little crush if you've added on an extra one.
That's a really good tip. Please do be careful of your eyes, etc.
Really, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, or your dogs or your cats
Yeah,
or
yeah,
anyone. So just be careful. And then, so you can go back down again. And then you can build up your pattern any way you want. Just whenever you've used 2 8s, use 3 11s. If you've used 3 11s, use 4 of your 15s. So it's just a simple case of that, really. Sorry, there we go. And then we can get to this point where we've got quite a long piece, and again we want to cover up this part of the ends. You don't have to. I've made one of these bracelets and didn't do this.
Okay.
And you just simply this is a slightly different technique, but this is called the picot. It's like a picot turn. You can or the Pikachu turn, I sometimes call it, because it reminds me of the little yellow. And so to decorate the edge of the bracelet, sorry, I can't thread the needle. This is why it's good to have more than... It'd be good to have size 12s and size 10 needles, just because you're using 15s. When you're using 15s, you've got to go through them more than a couple of times. You can pop them, which is not good. And so to make my little edge, I see the threads on the very end. I picked up... I went through... You go through this little edge. So it's like the brick stitch, if anyone knows about this, where you can also do a similar effect of peyote, but it's called the brick stitch, where you're going through the threads of the previous row, and you come up through. And then I picked up one of the size 6, one size 11, one size 15, and then you bring it to the end. You skip your size 15, and this is the picot turn, and then you go through the 2 that you've just put on. You tug this gently, you tug this gently, and then you go through the next little thread that you've got on the end of the, can you see if I'm wiggling? You can, through this little end bit, and then you do the exact same thing. One, and you don't have to stick to this little plan, but one of the size, one of the clear ones, one of the matte lilac, and then one little tiny 15. Miss out your 15 as you're on your way back through your previous 2. Make sure that you're, oh, I've got in a knot, don't get in a knot. See, I've gone through there, so I'm just going to untie that. No, I'm not.
So when you get into a knot, I suppose it's...
That's, oh, there we go. There we go. So it's just keeping your tails out of the way, and then, so you just have to try not to, but as you see, I could tell I was going to go into a knot, then don't pull, otherwise it's a disaster. just gently try and retrace your steps. And now they're sitting next to each other nicely. And this is a perfect way to finish off any edging of any seed bead project. And I can imagine this being a nice, belt, decorative belt.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So then we would go up through the next bit and then carry on. And that's how we would finish off that part. And now I'm just going to show you how to add on the toggle itself. So my bracelet, I wanted my bracelet to come and meet all the way around to be exactly my wrist measurement.
Yeah.
You could, if you wanted to save yourself some time, finish. I could have finished there, and that's the toggle, and then there would have been a little gap, and then the toggle. And
I see what you mean, reach across almost.
Yeah. So, but instead, what they do is they cross over the bracelet. So to add on your toggle, the toggle itself, it comes to about 1.5 inches, so that you need to measure. I put one side on first, then weighted, then measured, and then put the toggle part, this part of the toggle on. So I'm just going to show you. So find the centre. And I went through one of the large ones because I wanted to make sure that I was go through a number of times. Yeah. So now I've found the centre of the toggle, I'm going to add on 4 beads. You can add on as many as you want. 1 of the size 8s, 4 more. String them along and then find the centre. And I'm going to go through one of the 18, through one of the size 8s.
Oh, the silvery ones.
The silver ones, yeah. And then we need. I'm going to go back up again because I want this to be secured because it's toggle clasp, and this is obviously going to have a lot of wear and tear. So I'm going to go back up again through all of these, and this is why I was saying sometimes it's nice to have a smaller size needle. And we go all the way up again.
Yeah. Then
we weave our way back down. So I don't know if you want me to show how to do the peyote around the gemstone, or have you got time, or shall I?
Yeah, no, that would be perfect if you could. We've just had a bit of a call from the call centre though, saying that something's gone on. They have to do a bit of a switch shop, call line switching, something like that. We're really sorry about all of these issues. You know what it's like, New Year. We will be back in minutes with Vicky and we'll carry on with this demonstration, so don't go anywhere.
Tanzanite is truly spectacular. This precious gemstone is only found in one location in the world, Tanzania, Africa. Claimed to be 1,000 times rarer than diamonds, Tanzanite is the blue variety of zoisite. Tanzanite is extremely popular due to its trichroic nature, which means that 3 different colours can be seen when looking at the gem from different angles. In Tanzanite's case, these colours are blue, pinkish violet and yellow. You can now book Jewellery Maker workshops online. Just head over to our Jewellery Maker website and click on the workshop link. We have a wide range of workshops from beginner to intermediate, covering a variety of mediums. Once you have found a workshop you'd like to attend, simply click on the Book Now button. Fill in the required fields and then press Continue. This will take you through to the payment page. If you have any questions, you can contact our workshop coordinator Wendy at any time by emailing workshop@jewellerymaker.com. We look forward to seeing you. The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker, Ivy House, Henley Road, Outhill, Studley, B807DU. Get making and good luck!
Famed for their openness of colour, our Hunan Peridot gemstones are sought after for their bright greens and graceful golden undertones. Brought to life by their dazzling brilliance, we are able to bring out the pure hues, the fire and the sheer brilliance of this gem. We only source raw crystals with the potential to show off all of these remarkable qualities. For a gem full of sparkling bright greens and glorious golden tones, look no further than our Chinese Hunan Peridot.
I like working with Kumihimo because it's a very mobile craft. I can take it with me to various different places and work on it on the go. It's got endless patterns that you can create with lots of varied materials which Jewellery Maker sell in abundance. So things like our satin cords and waxed cords, but we can use ribbons and wire as well. And I like the product because that it's sort of something that all ages can do. So from the very young, my children enjoy making Kumihimo braids, right through to people who might have some sorts of dexterity problems, because it's very easy, there's nothing heavy to move, and you get into a real zone of sort of peaceful tranquility while doing it, and it just takes you to another place and you just get lost in the moment of making Kumihimo.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker.
Amethyst is a gem which you can get in so many different colours, so many different shades, so many different clarities, and at Jewellery Maker we're lucky enough to have pretty much every single imaginable example of amethyst, whether it's natural Coloma Mine Zambian amethyst or whether it's going to be really highly prized lavender amethyst. And it's a gemstone which people have heard of. It's a household name. It's a gemstone with so much heritage, and it's worn by people of all ages, from all classes of society, and it's a fantastic gem to own.
There are 2 easy ways you can purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview and FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click to register. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking on the Watch Live Show button on the homepage. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Add to Basket button and you can continue shopping or check out right away. Don't forget you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
The versatility. You can do anything with wirework. You can make very delicate pieces, you can make huge great big structural pieces. You've got so many different gauges to use, and we've got the twisted wire, you've got all the colours in it. It is absolutely amazing. I mean, if you go on the website, the range of products you've got in the wire is phenomenal. You've got something for everything. So if you're doing very delicate jewellery, and you can make it so delicate with the 0.25 wires for wrapping, or you could do something like me with a big structural piece and you're using the 1.5 and the 1.25 wires for your frames, and then all the ranges in between. It's just, there's nothing that you can imagine that you can't make out of wire. Not that I've found yet anyway.
Did you know that Jewellery Maker's phone number is free from a UK landline? Now you can spend those extra pennies on more shopping.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker, Ivy House, Henley Road, Outhill, Studley, B807DU. Get making and good luck.
Did you know no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging? Select our standard delivery for just £2.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for £4.95.
The versatility. You can do anything with wirework. You can make very delicate pieces, you can make huge great big structural pieces. You've got so many different gauges to use, and we've got the twisted wire, you've got all the colours in it. It is absolutely amazing. I mean, if you go on the website, the range of products you've got in the wire is phenomenal. You've got something for everything. So if you're doing very delicate jewellery, and you can make it so delicate with the 0.25 wires for wrapping, or you could do something like me with a big structural piece and you're using the 1.5 and the 1.25 wires for your frames, and then all the ranges in between. It's just, there's nothing that you can imagine that you can't make out of wire. Not that I've found yet anyway.
Coming soon, the Sewing Quarter, the UK's first shopping channel dedicated to sewing and quilting. We will have all the things you love to sew, including clothes, quilts, bags, toys, cushions, and much more. We're really excited about our launch and we can't wait to share it with you. So head over to our website, sign up, get a free pattern and get all the news on our launch of the Sewing Quarter.
So tune into the Sewing Quarter on Channel 78.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Jewellery Maker. If you've just tuned in, new year, new issues. I'm sorry, lots of technical stuff going on. If you've just tuned in, we are currently in our masterclass. I know, who knew? And we're going to be going into another demo very shortly after this one. This is what we're currently making if you've just tuned in. So far we have showed you how to essentially build up the main section. We've also showed you how to create and attach the toggle, and now we're going to go on to show you how to finish off the loop so that the toggle clasp can go through that element and then your piece is done essentially. And then we'll go on to the main section shortly, but let's get onto the loop with lovely Vicky. Okay Vicky, what do we need for this bit?
So for this bit we need an arm span of
your threaded
thread.
material.
You probably don't need that much, but I always go with that because I'm scared of getting to the end of and then not, and plus it's manageable.
Yeah.
So anyway, so then again you add on a bead stopper, then add on, for this size, if you're doing the same size toggle that I've done, I added on 31 of my size 11 beads. You go all the way around and then you thread back on again. And now we add on the little decorative part. So if I can just show this little decorative part.
Yes, I see.
So to do this, and you go around twice. So firstly, I'm going to go around, and what I'm doing is adding on two 15s, one 11, and another two 15s. So two of the tiny, two of the tiny ones, one of the matte, and another two tiny. And we need to, well, I've come out here and I want to skip 3. So I'm going to skip 3 of these. So 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to go through the 4th one. Oh, she says 1, 2. Hang on, I can't see. I'm going gozzy. 1, 2, 3. Are you allowed to say gozzy?
It's a bit late now.
I said it twice. Hold on a sec. Hang on, hold on. Yeah, so, and then we go through 2. So miss 3 and go through 2. So miss 3, go through 2. Then again, pick up another 2 of our little tiny ones, one of our matte and another 2 tiny. It gets confusing when you're talking numbers constantly, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Then, so skip 3 and then through 2. I'm totally allergic of being on television every time.
Maybe it's the air conditioning here.
So again, we just do this all the way around. Tad boring, but we'll do it anyway. 2 tiny, 1 small, another 2. Skip our 3. Two tiny, 1 small, another 2 tiny. You imagine I was trying to do this on my bed. On a tray with the
your
dog.
Lola looking at you.
I was thinking, why is this so frustrating? Maybe I should just get off my bed and get onto my table.
If you do want to get your hands on this kit, just to make you aware, I'll tell you what is in it. You've got the £10 fire line in the crystal, you've got your findings pack, you've got lots of Miyuki seed beads, including the frosted mauve, which are the 11s, the amethyst, which are the 6, the pewter lined, which are the 8, and you've got the sparkly taupe as well, the amethyst, which are the 15s, and those are all the goodies you've got in this. And we dropped it down, the RRP on this was over £50, taking it down dramatically to $29.95.
And then one last time. And we know where our starting point is because our little stopper's there. So 1, 2, 3, and then through. Now you could leave it at this if you wanted, that's decorative enough. If you fancied, you could. However, I wanted to add in more. So what I did was, and I also wanted to strengthen it. So to strengthen this, what you do is you're at the point where you want to add this part. So you add 3 or 4, one of the clear ones and another 3 or 4. Attach it, come back through, loop through again, and then keep going round. And if you keep doing that, it strengthens and makes it more. You know, if you see this, it's still squishy because it's already been around once. So just imagine I've just done that part, and then so now what I did was to add in this part was I come up through the decorative part. So I'm going through the 15s that I've just added on now, and I'm gonna go through one of the matte ones, size 11s, and now I'm going to come back out of 15, and then I'm going to add in 2 15s, one of the 8s, and another 2 15s, and I loop over. So I'm going to scoop over to my little decorative edge, and I'm going to miss out this first 15, and I'm going to go through this second 15. You can see it can be a bit tricky. You might need it right up close to your nose, and you skip and you go through a 15, the matte one, 11, and then the other 15. And then that's where you get this little part from. And then, so if I just do this one more time. So two 15s, one of the large 8s, and 2 of the 15s again. And then what we're skipping all the way over to the next one, and we're gonna go, so skip the 15, through the next 15. Oh, can't do it. I am through the 11 and through another 15, and you do that until you're all the way around, and then you can then carry on threading. You can't go through this too many times because unless if you go down a needle size.
Okay, got you.
Right.
So that's how you make the loop section.
And then add that on too. And now I'm going to show how to do the little
sort of starburst section.
The starburst.
And that's with your amethyst, which is in the centre. I forgot to mention that was in the kit as well, your Zambian amethyst. It's this section here. I'll show you this whilst you wipe your nose. I can tell you're giving me the signals. You're giving me all the signals.
Tissue.
So we're doing this section here now with genuine amethyst in the centre, which is a natural amethyst, which also came in the kit. So we need for this section more of our fire line. We also need more of the delicate matte size 11s for this bit too.
Yeah, so the size 11s and the size 15s we're going to use to make the bezel, right? And it's also a peyote stitch again. So in this case, you can do it in odd numbers, but I'm not sure how to do it properly anyway. But I do it in the even numbers. Okay. So this is really dependent on the size of your gemstone. So my gemstones that I picked up, what you do is you add on roughly, so the larger ones from the centre of the strand, I added on 28, and then what you need to do is go around and see if it needs to go all the way around your gemstone, and and gently touch, and you can see tiny little gaps. That's fine because you need to get your thread through. So just imagine that's not there. See, so it's nice and snug, but there's still a little bit of movement. So that's how you count. So if say I had a larger one, instead of adding 28, I'd add 30. Okay. If I had a slightly smaller one, I'd add on 26.
Okay.
So And then we do the same thing as what I've just done before, which is make a loop, and we go all the way around, and we go through. And I go through, usually just go through the once. As you can see, with all of the ones that the ones I've added on a bead stopper, because you don't want all your beads as you're counting them on to fall off. So you carry on, go around at least once, I'd say. You can do little knots, but then I find if you want to go back through again, sometimes you can catch on them, and I don't, I find it perfectly fine not to do knots. Some people do knots, I don't. Anyway, so rest your little loop, your little on your finger again, like so, and then we're going to do the exact same thing as what we did when we were doing the straight stitch, the straight peyote, where we missed our next one, go through the next one after that. Oops. And sometimes if you go, like I think I might have done then, I've gone actually through my thread. You can feel like you've gone through the thread, you know, with your needle, instead of just gone through the bead. You've caught the thread, which is a bit awkward. However, it's not too bad. So then add on another one, and we need to miss our next one and go through this one. And we need to go around this whole row like this. So I don't know if to fast forward or move on to the next bit. I'm having a think with myself. No. Yeah, I'll just do it. Right, so just bear with me while I add on these. So just miss one, go through. Miss one. Because at the end, the only difference is because you're going round and round, you need to do a step up onto your next row, rather than you know, doing a little turn around on the end, which you did with the last with the other, when you're doing the little straight peyote. So we need to go all the way around. Nearly there. Because the little step up at the end is quite important, that shows. And this depends on the amount of the amount of times round you go. Depends on how thick your gemstone is, because we're not using a specific you know, like a crystal, which are set sizes. We're using gemstones which are, you know, as
varied.
Yeah, varied ones. Sorry. It's always this tail that gets in the way, have you noticed? Mm-hmm. I wouldn't like to be a cat. So then I'm going to carry on all the way around. Should have done it smaller. Should have chosen a smaller stone. Right. Miss one. Through this, but I really enjoyed working with this.
I can tell you've had a lot of fun with it, and you will have a lot of fun with working on this at home also. Now, I know we've had technical issues and everything else. We have to go to a break at this point due to recording time. So don't worry for the overnight loop, basically, because otherwise it all overlaps. Don't worry, we'll be back with this and another kit in literally minutes. Stay where you are.
When you place your first order with Jewellery Maker, we'll send you a free DVD and booklet to help you get started.
We here at Jewellery Maker love to hear your feedback. So working in conjunction with FIFO, a global ratings and reviews provider, when you purchase a product from JM, you will receive an email asking you to rate our service and our products. This helps us to bring you excellent customer service and ensure we're bringing you value for money and high quality goods. Have your say with Jewellery Maker FIFO reviews.
I think when I look back on it, I think I was brought up as a beader, not a jewellery maker, a beader. Because, you know, we always had my granny's button box and lace box and, you know, you could go through her beads and put them all together, string them, you know. Jewellery Maker is quality, and if you want the quality, that's who you've got to go to. I like your presenters and the certain ones, yeah, and it's a shame it's so far because I'd like to do loads more courses. But yeah, I will always be buying from Jewellery Maker. I am that sort of person with energy who likes to jump from medium to medium. Depending on what day of the week it is, depending on what I feel like. I find I work differently if I'm sitting in my workroom at the table than I do when I'm sitting with a tray in front of the television. But yeah, no, I would say to new people coming in, if you are looking at genuine gemstones, it's got to be Jewellery Maker. I would say look at the bundles, because I think you do some really good bundles. And press the button quick and buy them. You know, don't wait to think about it, because I think that's one of the big things is if you wait, it's gone. You can always order, and what I usually do is I'll order and I'll have other things in the back of my mind that I can add to that order to get you postage money's worth. Yeah. And if I don't like it, I can send it back. But I think that is the way to buy.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker, Ivy House, Henley Road, Outhill, Studley, B807DU. Get making and good luck. There are 4 easy ways to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 54,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker. When you place your first order with Jewellery Maker, we'll send you a free DVD and booklet to help you get started. The booklet is jam-packed full of information on gemstones, tools, threading, materials and findings. There are step-by-step instructions on how to make bracelets, earrings and necklaces, and the DVD includes easy-to-follow video tutorials. So what are you waiting for? Start your jewellery making journey today. If you have a question or a query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2, or alternatively you can email help@jewellerymaker.com. There are 2 easy ways you can purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview and FreeSat, and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click to register. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking on the Watch Live Show button on the homepage. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Add to Basket button and you can continue shopping or check out right away. Don't forget you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
Coming soon, the Sewing Quarter, the UK's first shopping channel dedicated to sewing and quilting. We will have all the things you love to sew, including clothes, quilts, bags, toys, cushions, and much, much more. We're really excited about our launch and we can't wait to share it with you. So head over to our website, sign up, get a free pattern and get all the news on our launch of the Sewing Quarter.
So tune into the Sewing Quarter on Channel 78.
Get interactive with Jewellery Maker by liking our Facebook page and join over 55,000 like-minded people. Did you know when you book on a Jewellery Maker workshop, you are given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre.
Hello Jewellery Makers, welcome back absolutely everybody. If you are just tuning in now, we have been demonstration central today. We really have. We're giving you a treat to the start of your new year. We are in our masterclass at the moment and we have been making this stunning bracelet. We are going to be making another bracelet with this incredible kit as well, which is up on your screen right now. You got seed beads galore and our wonderful Vicky today has worked up a storm with them. We've shown you so far how to do the bracelet, the toggle and loop, and now we're just finishing off showing you how to create almost this bezel set look design in the center of this bracelet with the Zambian amethyst. So
I'll just do a little
done the
recap.
loop. Yes, yeah.
So we've done the loop. Now we went round as we did before with the missing one, adding one, missing one. So I'm nearly at the end. So I'm going to miss one again. I'll go to this one. Right, miss one. Going to go through the next one. So my thread's coming out here. Missing one. Oh, I've added two on again. That's what happens when you break. You think you've sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't, you know, if you go back through, but it's worked this time. Perfect. Sometimes it's best to just take your needle off and pull the thread back through. Okay. Otherwise, you do that thing where you go through the thread and then you end up with a knot. And
I get you.
So
you get into a pickle.
Yeah. So so skip and then go through. And now we need to do, hang on, I don't know if I've done that thing where I've added on to the wrong amount again. no. So then add in 1, and then, no, I have done it. I must have done a thing where you've added on the wrong one, but basically what we need to do is imagine, right, I'm going to do that thing again.
Cover your eyes, everyone.
It's trying to count, can't do it. Right. So now we're at the end and we need to go up our step. So this is, so if you get to that point where you've got an extra 1 because you've done too many, I must have done 29 instead of 28. So now I'm going to go up through, and this is where we call the step up. So then we step up through this one, and then you can tell, the thread wants to catch around everything. It wants to catch around the lower, it wants to catch around your cup of tea, the edge of your board you're using, whatever. It just wants to be me.
Wants to be part of it all, doesn't it?
And so then I went round one more time, and you can see it starts pulling up again now. And now we're getting it so it's bringing up on itself. So we go all the way around again. And then what we do is we, if we've got a gemstone that's quite thick, like I said, mine are quite thick, so I went round twice. And then once I've went round twice, then I reverted and done the exact same thing, but instead of, once I'd got to the step up, instead of carrying on using the size 11s, I swapped over and used the 15s. So then I added on the 15. So add on your so do a whole row two times round with your 15s. Then you pop in your gemstone, and you do the same thing on the other side. So pop your gemstone back in. That might not have been the gemstone that I used.
Might it have been that one? Oh no, that fits, does it?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So because once you've started using your 15s, you can put your gemstone in. Then it popped out before in its travels, and because once you try and pop it back in, it goes a bit wiggly. So because every time you go around, it goes a bit tighter.
Okay.
So and then you get back, you weave your threads all the way back through so that you're coming out one of your top turrets.
I see.
And then you go around the whole time again with your 15s. Until you've got, until it's secured in. As if I show you the back of this, it's a bit I tacked it in rather than stitched it in properly. You can see it's the exact same both sides, the same as the earrings were. So once you've made this part, you can make the earrings, and then to add in the decorative detail, once you've gone round the twice, add in your decorative detail. You do the exact same picot stitch that we were doing before, where you come up through one of these edges. So imagine that we've gone and done all the 15s round there, around the both. It's tucked in nice.
Okay.
And now what we do is we do whatever design we feel like.
Okay.
So on the bottom I used the big size 6s, then a size 8, then one of the 4. So I went down the sizes.
Okay, yeah, I see.
And used all of them basically. So, but you can do anything any way you feel like. So add in some more. Then finish off with one of the 15s. Do your same little loop as we did before. Back through. And then what I do is I usually pinch the end of, and then do this. And so that I've got it nice and snug.
Fits snugly.
Yeah. And then carry on. And do that all the way around.
Okay, beautiful.
You know, so you can stagger them, do it differently.
Yeah.
So you can do a variety of different ones where you could just do the 15s up and down. So it looks really pretty because I've done many of them. And to attach it on, I basically, you thread your needle all the way through to the bottom. And then it was a bit crude. I found the centre and I stabbed it.
Okay, yeah, that's all right.
And then what I done was I weaved through some of the larger seed beads because they're nice and easy to go through, come back up, and I went through some of, like I said, you can see the way it's been just tacked on. So I stitched through and then back through again, and then until I done it until it was secure.
Great.
So, and that was how
you finished that off. Thank you so much for showing us all of that. Now today, Masterclass Central, we will be back with Vicky in minutes, but not before I treat you to something special. Star by. This Star By you're going to absolutely adore. Amethyst, I know that's why a lot of you have tuned in today, I understand that. Do you want to come over here so we can do Star By Central and Vicky can set up for another demonstration? Yep, today the mid-show is doing it and we are doing it perfectly with make after make after make. I am about to bring to you something very special now. Green amethyst, something we don't get to see very often at all. I'm sure you will have heard it referred to often as the likes of Praise Your Light. This is an absolutely glowing example of exceptional beauty. And if you want to own true quality in an amethyst, there are a number of things to look for. And I have to say, in my opinion, this is giving every single one of those quality features I would generally hope for, but not often get. This has got it and more. Take a little look. Distinguishedly fetching, incredibly fulsome, with the brightness and beauty of your green gemstone. I adore this gem anyway. It's my birthstone, and I adore the purple variety. The green variety for me often more workable because of that evergreen quality, because of that nature inspired design. This has glow like no other. A fulsome glow and beauty that gives purity of body and tranquility in its design. It is a really quite addictive hue that you have with this. It's not over the top, it's not ostentatious, it's something which will work with it all. Pair it with the likes of turquoise, pair it with the likes of sapphire, pair it with the sterling silver sliders I have coming up for you very soon, one to own in about 8 minutes. You can pair this with absolutely all that you can set your mind to. The fact of the matter is, this is quality in itself. The tranquility, the sensational look, the glow, and the price. The price, the price, the price, the price, the price. Not the price we normally expect for any amethyst, actually, when it has quality of glow as much as this. How many amethysts do you own that glow this well, that have brilliance? We could refer to it as internal luster sometimes. It's this element here. Can you see how it's glowing on the inside? How it's going to illuminate the skin? I've had so many people already checking out at the original price. Everybody pays the final closing price. Whether you came in first or last, you will all pay the same price. If you come going, the last but one, you're not going to get your hands on this. So go, 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 get it whilst you can. The quality on this is astonishing for that price point. For me, usually I'd be expecting the $19.95 mark on something like this. Something that has this amber green quality, this brazier-like beauty with its glow. Very rarely will you get this amount of glow. I mean, look at that in the background. This is going to really, really, really brighten your skin and give you that youthful look and that youthful glow. You've got to come in and get your hands on this whilst you can, everybody, okay? Essentially, there's lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of you who have already come on in and got your hands on this, okay? The graphics, we have had, you know, slow graphics today. They are catching up with us now. Loads of you multi-purchasing on this. Well done to every single one of you. It has got such an idyllic hue, such an idyllic quality, such an idyllic hue to it that is going to work and work and work time and time and time again, no matter what you pair this with. And what I love is this is going to work for winter. We've got a little bit of winter left. It's almost like a frosty green, but also it's going to work for your springtime jewellery, those new blooms. It's going to work for the summertime jewellery as well. This is such an astonishing look and quality. You just have to come on in and get it whilst you can. I don't know how much green amethyst you own, probably not that much because it is a rare gemstone. It's one we don't get to see often, but I wonder how much green amethyst you own of this quality, this glowing beauty. I have to say it's genuinely one of the best strands I've ever seen. I'm usually expecting much more inclusions. I'm usually expecting, you can kind of get dark spots or cracked spots sometimes in them, but you absolutely have not with this. I mean, totally and absolutely eye clean. Eye clean is a term we use on coloured gemstones. It basically refers to if you were to hold this out at kind of wrist length, you shouldn't be able to see any kind of cracks or blemishes internally. This is absolutely and completely eye clean, and I have to say that the quality that we've got on this at the moment, I think even if you were to use a loop, not that you know, really would use a loop on something like this because of the coloured gemstone quality, but even if you were, I think you would be a hard stretch to find absolutely anything wrong with this because it is that ideal. Look at how that light bands around. Can you imagine yourself wearing this? Can you imagine yourself doing this in a beautiful floral inspired design? I think this kind of in elements with bigger, bolder gemstones would work absolutely perfectly. And how about, you know, with all of your different gemstones, how about with well, whatever you set your mind to, really. With the turquoise I've got coming up for you later on, which is your USA amethyst turquoise, with the likes of your sapphire as well, with the likes of your want to own, which is going to sell out. Just heads up right here, right now. It's sterling silver. I just want to say well done to every single one of you who's got this. Right here, right now. You've waited and waited. It's your chance. Want to own. Okay, everybody, now is your time. I have got one of the best selling products of 2016 here for you. We haven't seen it in months. I think it was it October or something like that since we've seen these. They have always been incredibly popular, and now is going to be no difference whatsoever. Take a look at them and get ready to dial. Sterling silver sliders. Your graphics are in. It was a previous deal of the day. Sterling silver 925 chain connectors and sliders. These are absolutely phenomenal to work with. They make your life so much easier, not only to make, not only to work with, but also to be able to create and work with something if you have dexterity issues and maybe the lobster claw class or a toggle class just is not an issue for you. Wow, you're flying in, and I haven't even told you the best bit of this yet. Stay exactly where you are. I'll be telling you the best bit very, very soon indeed. Essentially, if you don't know what these are, you may well recognize them. We have things like this on our speaker chains often. Essentially what they are is a sliding clasp, if you will. So through the holes that you have here that obviously go all the way through, you essentially take the section and you can slide this up and down for your connector. Now, the great thing with these ones is because they're not attached to something already, you can put them on whatever you want. It's not just about having these on a speaker at all. You can have them as a replacement if you need to for any reason, but it's not for that reason at all. You can add these on to the likes of certain speaker chains for added security, you know, 2 sliders are better than 1, or you can make your own design and have the slider itself. So, got any chain at home? Perfect. You can put chains through this. Obviously, it will be very dependent on the thickness of your chain, but I would say the majority of chain that we have will go through these. 40 of these already gone. I haven't told you the best bit. There's loads and loads and loads of you flying through for these ones. Not only is it going to be great for your chain, but also your cords. Now, when we bring you cords and when we get cords to you, it doesn't always go through the slider, does it? We don't always give you a slider, but with this you can. So you're into macrame and you hate the fiddly clasps, these might have you sorted. Do you like the likes of your Kumihimo, but again, hate fiddly clasps, these have got you sorted. If you've got dexterity issues, if it's just too much of a faff on the likes of bracelets, I always find bracelets the hardest, you kind of have to do this one-handed, you know, kind of bend around. It's unless you're double jointed, it can be very tricky. A slider makes it so much easier. And you slide it up and down, it will make the piece looser or tighter as you need it, and then it will stay. Because what we have in here is it's essentially got this kind of coating, which is almost like a nylon coating, so it just glides, just slides. It doesn't stick or get kind of jolty. It's a nice movement. Okay, everybody, I've got loads of you in for these ones. I didn't tell you the best bit. The best bit is lowest ever price point. We have never been at this price point. We have never taken it this low. I have only got about 70 of these ones left now because I've had loads of you already checking out. Close to 100 of you have already checked out. Well, yeah, wow. With all of you in your basket, way over. This is an incredible deal. It's never been this price point before, ever, ever, ever. Will it be again? I cannot guarantee you this. This is the lowest ever price point. You have to come in and get your hands on these as soon as you can. This will sell out today. This will sell out very, very soon. If you're watching on the repeat, do you know what? It's worth a ringing, but I would ring in ASAP. If you are watching on the repeat, this is gonna go, this is gonna fly. Come on in and add it to your order whilst you can. Well done to all of you. I mean, it's name after name after name after name after name. Your names went off my screen for a second time moments ago. Loads of you in for these ones. Well done to you all. I do need to make you aware, if you've got this in your basket, imperative that you're checking it out right now. I don't want anyone to miss out on these. It's taken us months to get these back in stock. When was the last time we saw them? Was it October, the last time we saw these, okay, and we knew that they'd be popular because we've had them in a few times before. When we first brought you these, we had close to 300, it was 280 something, and we sold out of them in a minute, 1 minute. We have got a tiny amount of these ones left right now, okay. Essentially, if we might have already put a reorder in for these, I'm not sure, but if we haven't, it could take months for us to get them back through. And think, last saw them in October, November, December, we're now in January. That's 3 months we've been in the waiting. We've been trying and trying and trying to get these back in. This is the fastest we've been able to do it. What if it is another 3 months? We don't want that, do we? They're sterling silver, so it does, if I flip this over for you, it does say 925, so you can see it just there at the bottom. It does state 925, every single one of these, so you know it's the quality we're looking for. I have got for you here your final few chances. It's gonna go with so much, no matter what you set your mind to. I've got way over half of my stock gone on these ones now. If everybody were to check out, I would have about 10 to 15-ish left, but that would be it. Do make sure you are getting your hands on these. If you've never made an order with us before, what a great time to join us. Happy New Year to you. My name is Becky, and these are one of our most popular products of 2016, and the fact that we've been able to bring it to you at the lowest, 800 644 655. If you want to get involved, you get a free DVD and a free booklet with your first order with us, and it tells you how to do like step-by-step beginner lessons, let's say. So if you've never even touched jewellery before, don't worry, we've got you covered with that first order, and as I say, it is completely free. You can also join us and set up an account on JewelleryMaker.com if you want to. It is up to you in which the way you do it, and if you do want to set up your account on the phone line, just to remind you, it is a free phone number, and that's at the bottom of your screen. To get involved with us, it literally takes moments, so it's really, really, really easy peasy for you to be able to get your hands on it. I have got demonstration central for you on this mid-show. I have already been able to bring to you a wonderful variety of your makes today with the first kit, and we've got the spiral detail design to quickly show you now over with the wonderful Vicky. So the kit was seed bead central. Let me bring this with me. Seed bead central. You had 4 packs of seed beads, a strand of genuine natural amethyst. You also had a findings pack, and we've already shown you how to create from start to finish this beautiful bracelet piece. Now we are quickly going to run through the spiral bracelet that lovely Vicky has made for us, and I tell you what, it is one to be worn.
Yeah.
So pretty.
It is, it's lovely. I'm just having a few minor brainstorms in my
Oh,
brain.
okay.
I'm trying to remember how to start it. It's got a couple of little things that you need to do to start. So, so I think I'm nearly there. Because I thought I remembered how to make it, and now I've lost my mind.
Okay.
However, so put a stopper on. If this works, right. However, so basically, we're going to use all of our seed beads, and we're using them. I've set mine out in a row of the 11s, the 15s, the 11s, the 8s, and the 6s, and that's because that's the order that you need to use them in. Now, I'm having a little difficulty at the very beginning part of the remembering how to start it, because I haven't got my notes with me. So I'm pretty sure it's start off with 1 of each going down along your row. And then we go through our very first lilac 11, sorry, our very first lilac. Then we're coming out of, it's easy once you get started because the one that you're coming out of is the one that you use. So I'm coming out of 11, so I'm going to use an 11 and go through the 15. Sorry, I can't see.
Don't worry.
So go through a 15. Oops, sorry. The 15s, like we've said, the more times you go through them, the more difficult they can be. So, and now because we're coming out of a 15, I'm going to pick up a 15, and I'm going through the next one, which is a lilac, size 11. So, slide it down to the stopper because it keeps moving. Right. So I'm coming out of a lilac. So I'm going to pick up a lilac, and I'm going to go through the next one, which is the size 8. Coming out of the size 8, so I'm going to use a size 8, and I'm going to go through the size 6. I'm going to pick up a size 6. Right, so this is why I've laid them out in this order. So just make sure your Lola's not about, because otherwise it can be catastrophe. And now if you can see, I did start it right.
Yeah, well done you.
Right, because I've got a little bit of headache, so I was thinking, oh, anyway, so I did start it right. So now we've got a thing where we've got 2 of each bead, 2 of each of our seed beads on, and they're in a little loop. So now I want to add on I've just added on this size 6, and I want to go through this. If you can see, it's really, I don't know if it's difficult for you to see, go through this one size 11 that's sticking up. It's the second one, and it's sticking up. You can see it, so I'm going to go through that one. And now we're starting our row again. I'm starting the row again, so I'm going back to the beginning of my row of seed beads. So I'm coming out of a lilac, and I'm going to go through the second sticky up size 15. And you can leave them at the side. They need to start going up on top of each other, but at the moment just leave them on the side. So now I'm coming out of a 15, so I need to pick up a 15. So you can see why it's nice to do this one, because you can't get lost. So coming out of a 15, and it'll miss this first one and go through the sticky up next one.
I see.
So the sticky up next one, which happens to be a lilac, so you know which one you've got to pick up because it's the one that's coming out. And I'm going through the second one again. So it's nice to remember that you've only got to think about the next, the 3 beads. The one you're coming out of, skip a 1 and go through the next one.
Okay.
So now I'm coming out of an 8, a clear one. I'm going to go through the sticky up one, which is the biggest one. And now we need to start pulling our threads together. So we need to just gently give them a little tug so that they start sitting on top of each other, because that's how we're getting our spiral.
Okay.
And we're going to start off again. And in a minute, if you can just see, I'm just giving gentle tugs with my nail, just so that they can start sitting up on top. Right. And now you can see them, they're sticky up one more.
Yeah.
We're basically going around a spiral staircase, going up a step, up a step, up a step, if you can think of it like that. So I'm coming out of the largest one. So, because I thought I was starting again then, but obviously I'm not, I'm finishing, so because I'm coming out of a large one. So, finishing off, then we go back, we skip our beads, we go up our step, up our spiral step, and then we start at the beginning again. So because we're coming out of a lilac, then we skip our next bead. This one's hard to see because it's a 15, and then you go up the next 15, because we're coming out of a 15. You pick up a 15, and then we go through so we skip our first one and we go through our second one. Hang on, I can't. And we're going to give a gentle pull again. And bring it round together. And we're coming out. Oh, I missed it, that's it. I went through the wrong one. Stupid me. So take off your needle if you don't want to do this, because you might go through your threads, or if you're lucky it might work. It did work again. So go through the one that's sticking up. There you go. There you go.
Okay.
So now see, it's very repetitive now. Just sit. Just go up the sticky, so we're going up the spiral staircase to our next one.
Yeah.
Then we're coming out of a 15, coming out of a 8. So we're going to pick up an 8, and then we go through the miss one and go through our second.
I see.
So it's just a case of going around, and now you can start to see the spiral coming into play.
Yeah.
Then we pick up our final one in the row, and we go through our next sticky up. So we miss the next one, go through, and now we start again, and it's a case of carrying on and carrying on.
Perfect.
So if you want me to carry on, I shall.
Fantastic. So you just build it up, carry on doing that beautiful spiral detail, and then you finish off
I finished off, I carried on with a spiral around, and I then made myself a little, this is where I was saying the cones would be perfect.
The sterling silver ones we had on.
Yeah, because if you can imagine how nice a finish that would have been on the end.
Beautiful.
So all our end caps that we have, they're perfect. I've got them at home. I put them on the end when I'd just finished. And once you just finish, the large end caps fit on, so you don't need to finish it. Also, you can make it and join it together and make it into a bangle.
Oh, lovely. So loads of different designs
you don't
and
need
looks.
You don't need a clasp at all, yeah.
So that is how you continue and create this piece. If you do want to get your hands on the kits, currently at the bottom of your screen, so add it to your order. Right here, right now, we're heading on over to a break. After the break, more makes and more goodies. See you in a minute.
Chrome diopside, which as the name suggests, gets its vivid green colours from chromium. It's not a particularly well-known gemstone. Diopside, or sometimes known as Russian diopside, was first discovered in the early 1800s and derives its name from the Greek words dis and ops, meaning two-faced, in reference to the two ways of orientating the gem before cutting. Diopside is unusual in that it has perfect cleavage in two directions. To see more of this incredible gemstone, stay tuned to us. There are 4 easy ways to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 54,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker.
When I look back on it, I think I was brought up as a beader, not a jewellery maker, a beader. Because, you know, we always had my granny's button box and lace box, and, you know, you could go through her beads and put them all together, string them, you know. Jewellery Maker is quality, and if you want the quality, that's who you've got to go to. I like your presenters and the certain ones. Yeah, and it's a shame it's so far because I'd like to do loads more courses. But yeah, I will always be buying from Jewellery Maker. I am that sort of person with energy who likes to jump from medium to medium. Depending on what day of the week it is, depending on what I feel like. I find I work differently if I'm sitting in my workroom at the table than I do when I'm sitting with a tray in front of the television. But yeah, no, I would say to new people coming in, if you are looking at genuine gemstones, it's got to be Jewellery Maker. I would say look at the bundles, because I think you do some really good bundles. And press the button quick and buy them. You know, don't wait to think about it, because I think that's one of the big things, is if you wait, it's gone. You can always order, and what I usually do is I'll order, and I'll have other things in the back of my mind that I can add to that order to get you postage money's worth. Yeah. And if I don't like it, I can send it back. But I think that is the way to buy.
We here at Jewellery Maker love to hear your feedback. So working in conjunction with FIFO, a global ratings and reviews provider, when you purchase a product from JM, you will receive an email asking you to rate our service and our products. This helps us to bring you excellent customer service and ensure we're bringing you value for money and high quality goods. Have your say with Jewellery Maker FIFO reviews.
When you place your first order with Jewellery Maker, we'll send you a free DVD and booklet to help you get started. The booklet is jam-packed full of information on gemstones, tools, threading, materials and findings. There are step-by-step instructions on how to make bracelets, earrings and necklaces, and the DVD includes easy-to-follow video tutorials. So what are you waiting for? Start your jewellery making journey today. Jewellery Maker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. We are always filming new DVDs with our specialist guest designers, so visit our website for more information. If you have a question or a query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2, or alternatively you can email help@jewellerymaker.com. The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker, Ivy House, Henley Road, Outhill, Studley, B807DU. Get making and good luck.
Hello jewellery makers, hello one and all. My name is Rebecca Redican, you can call me Becky, and speaking of names, I'm about to bring you a name that says in itself quality. What do I mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is certain things can't be given a name unless they are of a certain standard, and this is one of them. Turquoise. Yes, genuine turquoise. Not like so many others that you see, which are, you know, mixtures of different gems, maybe dyed versions of gems, maybe, you know, reconstitutions, which we see a lot. Nothing wrong at all with reconstituted turquoise. Turquoise itself is so extremely rare. Sometimes all we can do to be able to bring you a strand is mix it with resin. You can never, and you will never, have a presenter, or you should never have a shop that says to you with reconstituted turquoise, this is 100% real turquoise, because it's not. It's part turquoise, part resins. This is 100% of that rarest turquoise, and the quality itself is exceptional. I said there is a lot in a name, and there is a lot in a name. Named quality. This beautiful gemstone, naturally made up with traces of chrome and iron and many more, gives you a colour which is impeccable. Now, what do I mean by named quality? Because surely, you know, really, you can call lots of different types of turquoise, can't you? Well, no. 20% either way, too dark, too light, too muddled. This should not be given the name of turquoise. This means that there is a slight chance that you will ever get true turquoise, and this is that slight chance. For me, the beauty of this is exceptional. It is your USA quality, one of the most loved locations in the world. Now, this is not your Sleeping Beauty turquoise. If it were, it would be in the name. And the Sleeping Beauty turquoise is a lot of, high price point, let's be honest. With this, they have that wonderful matrix. For me, if I were to guess, I would describe this as my Kingsman. What I mean by that is a location, a mountain mine in the USA. It gives you a colour standard, and the colour standard is described as high blue. And that's totally what we've got here when I first look at it. It's that high blue quality, the go-to standard for many. This is the archetypal quality that you would hope for in turquoise, but very rarely get in a 100% true form. It's not dyed to give it this colour, it is just true beauty. If this were Sleeping Beauty, it would have less of a matrix, maybe less of an interest for some. It wouldn't have this high blue go-to standard of colour, and it definitely wouldn't be the price that you on the web are now seeing. Sleeping Beauty turquoise we've brought to you before at the £85 mark and beyond. What I have for you here is quality. I have got USA Beauty, and I have got it in the archetypal, hoped and aspirational quality look. Do you want to own turquoise? I'm sure all of us do. We don't get to own 100% often. I'm going to give you that chance. Today is a very special day. We are right into the beginning of our new year, and we have, for one of the first times I've seen, dropped down a 100% true turquoise strand to just £29.95. This is an astonishing deal. I wonder how many true turquoises you own. If you buy anywhere else, you may well, if you're not lucky, be deceived when you purchase turquoise. Not everybody does it, but some people do. It has been found out time and time again. Lots and lots of places can actually get a magnesite or a howlite and dye it a turquoise colour. That is not the real deal turquoise. Magnesite and howlite much more abundant in the Earth's crust than this exquisite high quality gemstone. To have this name, it has to have all of the elements we would hope for. 20%, as I say, approximately either way, in its colour and its tone and its beauty and its matrix, and it would not be allowed to have this name. We cannot just make up that name. This has to go through tests. Numerous tests over numerous weeks and sometimes months to give it this stature, and boy is it worth it. They are absolutely flying out the door. When's the last time you saw this quality of turquoise? I need to make you aware that, you know, we have not been able to get this in often. It's a limited edition. We have commissioned only 52 strands of this. That means 52 of you in the world today get to own this. Do you want to be one of those people? All you need to do then is pick up the phone to get your hands on one of the most exceptional, high grade, quality, named beauty of your turquoise. I mean, it's just exceptional. My name is Becky, and today I am joined by Vicky. Vicky, I want to know, please, what you love about this strand of turquoise.
Well, it's perfect in every way, to be honest. It's the perfect colour. It's, you know, it's got the perfect, I don't want to say, well I do, I say inclusions, but that's what I look for in turquoise. I don't want to see a block of turquoise. I like the ripples that go through it.
Like the matrix, the webs.
Yeah, because that's what turquoise always has been to me.
Yeah.
So, and then sometimes when you can see magnesite that's been dyed, you can see that you can tell that it's not the real thing. It's a good alternative, but when you've got that for that price, why would you?
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, usually when you're being brought turquoise, we do, in particular USA, obviously different mines in the USA, but in particular USA, if you're getting Sleeping Beauty turquoise, you can be paying the £85 mark. $29.95 for genuine real deal turquoise. That is a great deal. I wish all of you luck on that. Please remember, that is a drop down price. It's only going to last a few hours, okay? So make sure you're checking this out. If you're watching on the repeat, make sure you're checking it out ASAP. Well done to everyone. We have been doing kit galore today for you, and today I am about to bring you another of your kits. We've already had 2 really wonderful demonstrations of Vicky. She's doing such a fantastic job today, and I'm about to launch a kit of which you have made a mass array of colour and beauty. How was this to work with, Vicky?
It's really, without sounding stupid, it was lovely to work with, but it was simple. It worked itself. The colours are amazing together. You know, you've the pop of green next to the purple, the citrusy colour, with the purple, with the green, with the findings. You know, the only thing that made me stop was I ran out of findings.
Yeah.
You know, and I think I did anyway. I might not have.
You've just had loads and loads and loads of makes. And that's what this does. It gives you that opportunity to really enjoy these pieces. Now, each and every single one of these is truly divine. And when you look at the richness of this amethyst, you're just going to fall head over heels. If you love that true Zambian quality, just take a look at these. Big pieces. Big, bold pieces. Mammoth, natural amethyst. They're huge, aren't they? And then take a little look. This is what I love about amethyst. Amethyst comes in so many different guises. I've got another strand of amethyst, but you will very quickly realise totally different. Completely loose. Look at that graduation. Look at that changing of colour that you have in this strand. Isn't that just captivating? To get these bi-coloured amethyst rounds. It's just beautiful, isn't it? South African with that lovely array, which is really delicate lilacs all the way to mauves and really deep rich purples. This is going to go really far, and when you get this home you're going to see that differentiation in colour even better, and that means that essentially you get a little bit of a taster of everything. You get a little bit of everything going on there, which I really like. It means that you could do some really spring designs and some really wintry designs, and you only need that one strand. I'm then adding to this situation another natural strand for you, which for me just says Shanghai. Does to me. It just says Shanghai to me. Can you see how you've got those back palettes of the gold? Usually if you're going to be getting the likes of a peridot, you can get browns in the background. Not with this. You've got those, to me, Shanghai golden hues just absolutely vibrating through this strand. Peridot is a gemstone which is formed in the mantle of the earth, right next door to diamond. And what you get with diamond is beauty of glow and sparkle, and you get it with this as well. You get diamond's neighbour. In this instance, it's got such a glow to it. It's such a strong gemstone in kind of every sense of the word. It's really up there on the Mohs scale. It's really up there in colour, and it has to be because of where it's formed, not in the crust like pretty much every single gemstone you can set your mind to, but in the mantle. It's been from pressure and heat, and it's here for us today with this beautiful quality. And then I'm going to add the citrus hue, which just shines. Now, this is very special to get naturally. very, very special indeed, because to get citrine, the majority that you will get out there on the market, whether it be in strand form, whether it be in engagement ring form or necklace form, you will the vast majority of the time have a treated gemstone. Often it will come out of the ground as the likes of a smoky quartz, be heated to around 200 to 400 degrees, and it will naturally turn this colour. Mother Nature has done it for us. This is exactly how she wanted it to be, and it is truly sensational. You've also got, as well as that natural beauty, which is scarcely seen across them all, you get the findings pack, which is a massive one, 150 pieces, including but not limited to featherweight headpins, mammoth amount of chain, as well as your clasps and loads of other elements that you will need. You also get your essential threading pack here too, which is the likes of your beading thread, your elastic and your monofilament. If you don't know what they are, do not worry at all. When you join us, you get a free DVD and booklet which explains them to you. Should we see what deal we could do? Should we see what treat of a treasure of price we can bring? £47.20 is the price point that these would be if you went and bought them all individually on the website right now. They are not though. We are going to give you a very, very special deal, everybody. We are going to be bringing to you an astonishing treat at a phenomenal price. This is a massive drop. Now please remember for me, okay everybody, please remember, that isn't even your RRP, the price you've just seen. Wow, 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 £29.95 for you today. That is truly an absolutely exceptional price point. I mean, the findings and the essential threading pack are total and absolute must, but for all of these strands alone, that is incredible. If these strands were a bundle, okay, if these strands were a bundle, we'd be up at that price point and above, I would expect, usually. You are getting a price point of a minimal amount here. I mean, if you were to buy all of these individually, you've got high grade strands here. You know, you've got strands here that you would expect to be $12.95 possibly each, maybe one or two at the $15.95 each. Some maybe lowest price ones I would expect $9.95, but that would literally be for the likes of one strand. This price point for you is astonishing, it really is. Say we were to be really, really nice to you and give you these big amethysts, this graded strand, this natural citrine, this glowing Shanghai quality peridot for £9 each. If we did this at £9 each, you'd still be paying £36. £36 actually would be a great deal for the gemstones alone. But no, we've taken a hit, we've gone even lower, $29.95 with the added addition of all of these findings, which are an essential, which you will love, and also all of these kind of threading packs that we have for you here. We don't get to bring you an entire threading pack that often anymore, but boy do we need it, especially if you're getting to the end of things like this. They do absolutely so much, and they will go so far. This is the type of kit for me that makes a beautiful looking kit perfect for this year to come, because don't forget, we're in a new year, and the fact of the matter is that we have got colours in here that Pantone have picked as their own colours. If you don't know what Pantone is kind of like classifies themselves, I suppose, like the governing body, if you will, of colour palettes, and loads of people look at these colour palettes, you know, fashion designers, homeware designers, paint designers, makeup designers even, and all that's in between. Pantone's main colour this year is a green colour, and we have got other colours in here that they have put up there to kind of match up with it. This therefore is a bang on trend selection, and I think a selection that you'll be dipping into from January all the way through to December. That is, if the lovely Vicky's pieces don't inspire you so much that you just can't stop making, and they really will, I'm sure of it, a massive amount in this kit. It really is just an exceptional look and design. When you had these, did this kind of springtime feeling come on board?
Oh, it was lovely, yeah. It was really, it didn't feel wintry outside.
No, which is what we want at this time of year. It's freezing, isn't it?
Yeah, so yeah, but I think I made a simple stretchy bracelet, you know, just with the jump rings, and you know, and you know, it's with some elastic, but I think it looks so classy and lovely. You know, you just...
I totally agree with you. And if you don't know what a stretchy bracelet is, let me just show you what it is. Literally, components-wise, you've used the elastic, which is why it's stretching. You can see it's just a continuous piece, no clasp on there. And literally, it's just something that you can roll on and you're ready and raring to go. So we've used elastic, the jump rings, which you've got in the findings pack, and those mammoth amethysts.
Yeah.
I mean, it's wearable glamour, isn't it?
It is. It's just so simple. I mean, you can, if you need to do something and slide some, you know, your bracelet off if you haven't got a faff about with a clasp, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, also, you know, when you're working and you've got to do housework and things, you know, or do something, you've got to take everything off and not everything, like, but you know, most of your jewellery, and then so they're nice and simple to use.
Yeah, it's just sensational, isn't it? And if we look around a few more of these pieces, I think you can really see how well the colours all work together.
They do.
They really do, don't they? And when you got this collection, would you have gone for the gold findings, or do you think this can cross over both?
I think it can cross over both, but I would have gone for gold. I don't normally go for gold.
No.
You see, I like either rose gold or silver, but with this kit, I'm a convert to gold.
Yeah, and I think that's what the quality of this does. It really does bring in that true beauty. I just think it's got such a lavish look. Where could you see someone wearing these types of pieces?
Well, you could, you know, weddings, or you know, a day out, or an evening, or you know, a nice summer garden party. You know, they're so wearable for any occasion, really.
Yeah, and that's the thing, it is every occasion jewellery that we have here. Now, what we have the opportunity for you to do here is own these wonderful elements. And the thing is that I really like about it too, if I just take the earrings just to show you, you'd think, oh, I've just got kind of, you know, the 4 strands. But actually, you can see the differentiation in the colours of the amethyst that we have. You've got the really big pieces here, and then you've got the gentler colours from the designs, from the multicoloured strand,
Yeah, the multicoloured strand was amazing. I was thinking, wow, you know, that's lovely, because you've got the two, and the way they've set them out as well is the darker ones, the lighter ones, the darker ones. So it was really easy to use. I've had that wanted to use a darker one, like, you know, I didn't have to start.
No,
and also they were even numbers.
Yeah,
so
perfect, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's going to go really, really far. Margot is loving your designs, Vicky. She's saying, afternoon, JM. Vicky, I really like your designs. They're so tasteful and wearable. Margot, looking forward to a good year of JM. Bless you, you little love. I absolutely agree with you, totally. They are beautiful. The design is breathtaking. I'm very excited to try out the technique with beads. I already have in my stash until the 2 kits arrive. Thank you. Oh, well, have a lot of fun with that. We are going to be starting our demonstration very shortly. After this break, we'll be back in minutes.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker, Ivy House, Henley Road, Outhill, Studley, B807DU. Get making and good luck. There are 4 easy ways to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 54,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Jewellery Maker. My name is Rebecca Redican and I am joined by Vicky Watt. Hey Vicky. Hi. Now we have just before the break brought you the kit. Now we have had little gremlins in playing with technical stuff today. So we just need to let you know that essentially we've already brought the kit to you. Let me quickly sum up what was in there. It is your peridot, your citrine, your amethyst in the 8mm, your multi-coloured strand of amethyst in the 6mm, a findings pack and an essential threading pack. We took it down dramatically to just £29.95. Should I? Yeah. At 1:30, just to let you know, at 1:30 this hour, we will be getting, playing for the first hour of our show today. Okay, so we'll be put onto a repeat. So it's basically whilst a person comes and helps us out with the things that need sorting. So in about sort of 15 minutes or so, we will be going back to that loop. So we will be saying goodbye and then we will be back, don't worry, shortly after that. So do just stay tuned. We think the late show might be starting around about 5:30, do we? Maybe 6 o'clock is. Just keep your eyes peeled, basically. Don't go anywhere. We do apologise. You have got a great opportunity right here, right now, to get your hands on these treats and deals, and we have yet more demonstrations. To say sorry, we've been demoing a lot today, haven't we? We've done like two hours already, and we're going to do some more now. Vicky, this collection is stunning, and we're going to be learning how to make this bracelet, aren't we?
We are, yeah.
This has got such a lovely, it's almost like the Turkish eye look to it. It's really pretty. Isn't that really nice? So, where do we start with this design, Vicky?
Well, I started with, you cut 2 lengths of your beading thread, which is this lovely gold colour, which matches in perfect with the findings. So it doesn't have to be too long, about 6 inches or so. And then what you do is thread on one of the large amethyst. So thread on a large amethyst. So imagine that's not there.
Yeah, I'm imagining.
Because otherwise I'd have to do it twice and that'd be extremely boring. And then on each side I added on one of the little tiny seed beads that come with the kit, which are lovely. So as you can imagine, this would have been boring to watch twice. So thread on, and then how I done it was that I laid out my strand of beads, and then on each end, the roughly the same size. You know, they graduate from larger to smaller from the middle. So sorry, I can't do this now.
Yeah, don't worry, you got it.
I'm going blind.
That's it, you got it.
Oh.
Just to let you know that if you do want to do this in like a different manner, you can. We had a turquoise on for you moments ago that actually would work really nicely with the colour palette we've got. And as you can see, you've got the graduation there as well. This is a true, real turquoise. It's not a dyed howlite. It's not a reconstituted strand. It's genuine turquoise. Rolled it down incredibly to under £30. So you could do this style of design with this if you wanted.
And it'd go really well, the colours.
It really would, wouldn't it? Perfectly.
Yeah. So thread on, I threaded on about, well, you can thread on as many as you want, but I threaded on 5 because we like to add on different odd numbers. Oh, I'm going to do the same thing again now, sorry.
Don't
Do you know
worry.
why? Because I'm going the wrong side. Right, and then you chase the beads around.
So these that we're popping on now, the gold, those are the ones that we get in the findings pack as part of this kit, and it is genuine gold plating that we have atop.
Yeah. So then just thread on another 5. So as I laid mine out so that they were the same, they were roughly the same thickness and size, so that you got a nice even shape. That's an easy thing to do when, like I said, when you've laid it out on your board, rather than if you just jumble it all up like it is right now because I've travelled. Sorry, you can see that they're the beading thread's nice. It's like a needle, but I think I'm having a sugar issue.
Oh bless you, do you need anything?
No, I'm fine. There we go. Sorry. So, another. I thought it would be easy to thread on 10 beads, but. And then I've just realised with the bracelet I added on 2 of the smaller amethyst, but with that side I forgot to add that on in my preparations.
You can do it different styles though, can't you?
Yeah. So with this one, I'm just gonna then finish off with one of our little gold seed beads. And this is how you make the earrings as well. So if you notice the earrings that I made, and then I used one of the small ones again, one of the small amethyst. Then you thread on one of your crimp beads, this little tube, if no one is not aware of what a crimp bead is. It's a little tube that we then squish. And now I want to thread on my my chain. So obviously you need to measure, before you cut your chain, measure this part. So make this central part, and then you can then, well hang on, I'll tell you how much what this, and then you can figure it out. So this central part is roughly 1.5 inches.
Okay.
So then decide how long you want your bracelet to be, and then minus the clasp.
Okay.
So that you can get a good size. Plus,
if you do it with the amethyst on as well, it's sort of close to 2.5. So it totally depends what design you do.
So just measure and think of before. So then add on your crimp bead. Then go through one of the loops of your chain. Ooh, sorry.
That's all right.
With both of them.
Both going through the first link.
Yeah, with the first link. And then what we need to do is bring it back together. And now we're going to bring both of our beading threads through the crimp. Because the crimp beads are quite good. You can go through about 8 or 9 times, I'm sure. And then I usually get my round nose pliers. And you need to make sure that there's some movement, because, and it's not too tight, so that it doesn't put stress onto the edge of the beading thread. So that's why I like to use mine. And see if you can see just a gentle pull. Even it up. Pull one of the rivets a bit. And then once you're nice and even, you can then get your flat nose pliers and give a little squidge. And you can then add on your crimp cover. Now you can either cut your your excess beading thread now, and it looks like I'm wasting a lot, but if you only use like 4 inches or so of beading thread, it'd be too fiddly. So you need to have this extra bit. Plus you get that much beading thread, and it's so that's a little bit of a waste. But I'll just cut that a bit closer. Sorry. And I'm using my flush cutters. Then what we do is we get our crimp cover, And I'm going to lay mine out flat, so I want my crimp cover to go over, so that my little join is going to be at the back. So, and then just pop it on. And then we need to close it in a couple of movements rather than, you know, just one big squish, because then that'll agitate and make it an odd shape. So just gently squeeze one side and then rotate and squeeze the other side, and then just so that you can get a more even shape. And you're just using your flat nose pliers. And then you do the same thing on the other side, and then you add on your clasp with you can see that these clasps, you can either use a jump ring, which I have used them all, so I haven't got none left for this one. So you can either use them, or these ones have actually still got the little jump ring opening on. That's as well. Good. So you can use that and then just put that on the end and then close over. I also thought I'd just show you how to make the so that's the bracelet. Yeah. So I also thought I'd show how to explain how to do the pendant.
Yeah, I love that with the built-in bail.
Yeah, so it's got, and so you do the exact same thing as what we did with the first. Instead of doing it twice, you just do it the once. So use the large one. I used a few more of the peridot, some of the seed beads, one of the small amethyst, a crimp bead, and then 8 each side of the seed beads. And then we need to pull them together. And then it's a little bit fiddly, more fiddly, this one. Then we need to feed them back again through. With some gemstones, you can feed the bead and thread through more than a couple of times, but with these ones, I couldn't do it. But then there's lots of things I can't do.
You're doing a brilliant job.
Sorry, this is boring.
No, it's not.
Right, there you go. So feed it all the way through, and then we get to the point of, then we get to the point of trying to just wiggle it and make it nice and secure. I made a slight mistake, which was more awkward for me, in that I pulled everything far too tight. Okay. So that when I tried to put the little Pac-Man on, the crimp cover, it was too snug. So make sure that you just leave yourself a little bit of manoeuvrability, and then use your flat nose pliers to squish. As I sometimes double over my crimp covers, crimps, to make them fit in a little bit easier to the in the crimp cover. I don't know. So I use 2 sets of flat nose pliers to make a little, and then I grab a squish one end, and I think it fits in a little bit easier, but it can be fiddly. And then bend them up together. No, if you haven't got the crimp.
If you haven't got the crimp pliers.
Yeah.
That's a good technique.
And then you've got a little V, and then you squish it together. She says. And then you can use your, again, now we can put our, once you've straightened it all up and decided which side that you think is the nicest, then pop in your crimp again, and then you can just feed through any cord or chain that you like. So I just pop C. Now it's a little bit easier. Well, I'm saying C. You weren't there when I was doing it. So then, oh, sorry, falling off. Well, you get the gist.
So you pop it over the crimp.
Yeah, and then close it over again in this similar way as what we did before. Just nibbling each side. It's just a nice way to finish off. And then there we go.
How lovely is that? Isn't that just beautiful? And it's so nice that it has the bail almost all attached. So sometimes if you add on a bail, you have to add extras in, but with this, it's all there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's everything. Everything's there, so it's nice. And it's that's the exact same way to make the earrings. You could use the added seed beads or not. Just carry on. I mean, the kit was lovely to work with.
And you can see that you've had a lot of fun with it. I mean, Vicky's made 2, 4, 6, 8 pieces. I mean, that's a lot to make from this kit, isn't it?
Yeah.
And yet it was only £29.95 for you today, and you got so much in there. As I said, you got the natural citrine. In fact, all the gemstones are natural. You got the natural citrine, very scarcely seen. You got that stunning peridot, which has Shanghai-like qualities. You also had the 2 amethysts, one of which big bold 8mm and the other 6mm, but with the added addition of having changing shaded colours. So it's almost like you're sort of getting 2 strands for 1 in that strand alone, which of course is going to make your pieces go really, really, really far. And you can pick them out individually if you want to, or use them all together, because let's face it, they all look perfect together, don't they? Now, earlier on we brought to you our one to own, which was the slider beads. Tiny amount of our stock left on those ones at the moment. They're the sterling silver sliders, the type that you would usually see on the likes of your Spiga chain, but these ones were a pack of 3, so you can use them with your own chain or your own cords even if you wanted to. We brought you 3 of them at the lowest ever price point of just £17.95. They are going to sell out today. We've got 50 in baskets. We don't have that many pieces. Thank you so much for today. You've just been making and making and making and making.
It's been like a workshop.
It has a bit, hasn't it? Bless you. When are you next on, Vicky?
Tomorrow.
You are. Tomorrow, which show?
On the late.
What have you got?
Macrame and some other nice bits.
Nice bits and bobs for you. So do make sure you're tuning in tomorrow evening for Vicky. Now, if you have just tuned in, just to let you know, we are heading on over now to a repeat of our first hour. We've had numerous issues today and we hope to get them sorted ASAP. If you've already watched the first hour and maybe you don't want to watch it again, don't worry, the late show will be on with you in around about an hour. So do stay exactly where you are or come back. Have a lovely evening and be nice.